He's here.
He's supporting the game.
He's here.
And like we had a side tournament today, folks. 128-man bracket. Side tournament combo breaker. If I hadn't capped that, it would have been, I think, close to 200.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But all throughout that 128-person bracket, we are now here down to the final 8, getting ready into the first game. Panda Global's SKD, Methods Flux.
We've got SKD repping his famous Ruby Jin team, easily considered one of the strongest compositions throughout the tag past. Meanwhile, Flux, as always, true to his heart with Weiss and New. Ooh.
Yeah, and a lot of things we saw from the last match in the exhibition right there was SKD's ability to be able to control the opponent by staying on them as Ruby, forcing them to make questionable decisions and getting punished for it.
Now, Flux has done a great job of adapting to this matchup, but he's mentioned to me personally that he finds a really hard time fighting with New on point because Weiss's assists aren't super awesome. But meanwhile, I think he's kind of gotten control over it because he's here, he's finding some comfortable pacing in neutral.
Oh, and
excellent anti-air.
Yeah, that anti-air is really important because he was about to let Ruby keep going, but he could very well kill the character. Yeah.
An easy DHC into a dead Ruby. Oh, wow, gets an ED overhead, too.
Yeah, unfortunately. So he's going to try and look for a time to be able to get Weiss out of here because look at the red health on her, and New 13 is almost at full. Might see a burst yet.
Now, Jin sitting on those 5 bars and a lot of health, actually, popping resonance here. Jin is easily probably the strongest anchor, I think, at the moment, the current development of the game, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, you saw the chip damage coming out of that super right there in Resonance Blaze. It basically put her at 1 HP. Now, but Flux brought Weiss in because he was already low on health. He didn't want to make it so that when New 13... Oh, nice resonance to go through.
Oh, no. And
look at that chip.
It's so much. Oh, New is just so scared here in the matchup. She has to be so careful about Toga. Any raw projectile is just going to be eaten alive by the super.
Yeah, but now he's going to have a super up of his own, and look at the chip in response. He's still got a little bit of time on Resonance Blaze, and oh my god, he's sitting pretty on it.
That's a massive amount of chip. I don't think SKD is going to be able to kill Flux with his hit confirm, but
he's got a lot of meter to work with, however. Oh, but nice! He got the overhead on the way down in first game to Methods Flux.
If he can keep this kind of momentum, I think he's got this because he's been practicing this matchup all weekend.
No, like the big turning point for that was after he killed Ruby and Jin went into Resonance Blaze to be able to chip. When he switched into Weiss, that was the smartest move possible because that made it so that he couldn't chip New 13 down to a similar health value that Weiss was at and effectively make it so that the total health was too low.
It was a really beautiful call. I really wonder if he can afford to wait so long in exerting his dominance in this second game because SKD will adapt. He's not going to be able to fall for the same trick twice.
I mean, he's already doing a good job of exerting dominance. He's stopping that Jin assist right there, and he's already got the anti-air, excuse me.
Good burst from SKD. Weiss has a couple spots in her combos that are burst guaranteed, and SKD definitely knows this, so he's going to find it difficult to pick up a huge amount of damage.
Got the throw right here, the Ice Sword. Oh, another throw right in response. He should be able to get a combo off this. New to help out.
Great corner conversion. Whoop. Oh, the Toga. Wow.
Wow, the assist just barely went through it. That's so lucky for Flux because that assist would have got whopped. There's the burst. Get that Jin out of there. Yeah, he did not have a lot of health.
It's time to beat Ruby.
Now, you'll notice Flux uses his meter for Reject Guard all the time. He loves using Reject Guard, and for good reason. His 2 characters can whiff punish long recovery normals after Reject Guard.
Unfortunately, Flux is out of meter here, and with New on point, if he gets stuck in block stun, he's not going to have anything to push block out. He's got one.
Oh, he got TRM.
He tried to push block, yeah.
That means you cannot throw tech when you have been throw reject missed.
Unfortunately, push blocking does put you in TRM state, so it is a it's a well-designed defensive balance, I think.
Definitely. I agree. Absolutely. So yeah, you saw that reject card right there, and then the enormous 5A normal from Weiss.
It's super good.
Oh, and there's that air-to-air. He got a lot of mileage off of that jump A in the exhibition.
That was honestly the only point that the burst wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, that New's going to take a bit of damage right there.
Both players just sitting at about 20%. They're trying to get their anchors a little bit more health.
Ooh, nice throw tech from SKD though, and there's the crash. That's one of the hardest crashes to block. Remember, that is an overhead.
It is humongous, and it looks like the crush triggers. Chief.
Yeah, BlazBlue characters definitely have some of the best crashes, and this could very well be death right here, possibly. The assist came out too late.
Does whiff, and Flux is just so scared here in the corner. He needs to be extreme.
Oh, no resonance from him, though. I mean, yeah, he didn't want to get put into block stun afterwards.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It made sense. It's just, it's hard to find the right time when he's just on you.
There's something about resonance. I think it's a little bit slower than overdrive activation, so it's not something you can just kind of throw out neutral because they're going to have enough time to run up and Oki you during the recovery of resonance.
Yeah, and take note that Angelo did say that you have to Oki the opponent when they resonance. They are fully invulnerable until they can block, so you do not punish it.
No, definitely. You can set up an advantage situation for yourself, but you can't get a guaranteed punish by any means.
Okay, Gravity Seed is up, keeping SKD held down, but the speed of Ruby got around it. The burst comes out from Flux. Oh, Fubuki, that does knock down, so he gets a full combo off and fairly easily.
Wonderful conversion. He's holding on to his assist. He wants it for Oki. He wants to keep Nu locked down in the corner and not provide her with any avenue of escape. This is going to look like a dead character. Yeah, wisely bursts out.
He had to. There was pretty much no option right there. Oh, he tried to hit confirm, but I guess he missed it. Yeah, it's such a difficult super to punish.
Very, very tough. Oh, Fubuki.
Once again, you see that Fubuki, because it knocks down in this game as if it were a counter hit from the previous game, it's a real strong assist. Oh, nice DP. That is air unblockable, and the only air unblockable move in the game.
Now, this looks okay. Ruby's almost dead, but look at that Jin in the back line. Humongous health pool that Flux is going to have to deal with.
Oh, okay. He's looking to whittle it down right here, though, luckily. Unfortunate drop. He missed a throw, and that's going to get Nu back in here. Resonance Blaze is only at level 3, but that's still good enough for him to mount a comeback.
Great throw from Flux. He's still, like you said, Isaiah, he's sitting on that Resonance level 3. He's not going to have Astral available to him if he does activate it, and Jin is just sitting on so much meter.
Yeah, and Jin being one of the stronger anchors in the game solely due to that Resonance Blaze chip damage. Oh my goodness, nice!
Amazing cross-up and perfectly timed.
Assist.
Into cross combo, all right. Oh, nice!
So stylish. And the
optimal.
It looks dope, and it feels dope. Third game, going to Panda Global's SKD.
SKD is up 2 to Flux's 1. Now, Flux does have another chance if he is forced into losers here, but I know he doesn't want it. This really made great strides in establishing himself in this game, and I know he wants to make a statement early on, even before release.
And now, do remember that this is a 3 out of 5 in the rule set. So, all these matches are 3 out of 5. It ain't just this one.
We ran actually the whole tournament 3 out of 5.
Yes,
the
sir.
The whole thing.
And it ran 2 hours early.
We started an hour late, and it was 2 hours early.
Imagine that.
This is the dream game for bracket running, I swear to God.
Ooh, and that's the dream punish right there on the Dragon Punch.
Ooh. Pulls the active into
that cross combo. Now, he only had half of his partner gauge, so this will end a little bit faster. Yeah, and he recognized that, and he went into super earlier.
I've noticed that they really like using the cross combo to get the resonance version of their supers.
Yes.
For the higher minimum damage. Yeah.
If you don't know, going into cross combos allows for the resonance version of the super while it is active.
It's a really neat mechanic because it encourages you to use kind of the more complex aspects of the system in a way that it really, really rewards you for your ingenuity.
Yeah, this game is definitely all about making sure you and your partner are one and the same. Nice, Marvelous. He got a little bit of extra damage on it. It's only like 500 extra.
But it feels nice.
Yeah,
it feels nice.
When that guy tells you that you're good,
you're marvelous.
Okay. Oh, he air dashed back. He was trying to block, but because of the buffer during the super flash, it gave him an air dash.
Yeah,
he's trying to find a way to get Ruby out, or Weiss out.
There's no car in this game, guys. So beautiful anti-air from Flux.
Yeah.
And gets the burst punish as well.
Oh my God!
This could be the whole round right here.
This is exactly how he needs to come back. So look, he did a ton of damage on both characters. He's got the hit on Ruby here, and life totals are technically even.
Super into DHC. All right, that's a dead Ruby.
Absolutely.
He still got Resonance Jin though. Still got.
Oh, what a block! He blocked the overhead that time. Okay, Weiss going down. Unfortunately, V13 coming in. Now SKD has a higher version of Resonance. He has a higher level. So Chip is going to be real, but yeah, he wanted to wait to use Resonance.
Beautiful block. Flux's defense coming in clutch in these last moments.
It's going to be very important for him to have that deep. Oh, nice push block to get out of the unblockable setup. Now, once again, we talked about how Dragon Punches in this game are the only air unblockable move. So Nu 13 has a way to unblockable you off her super, but he used the reject guard to push away so it didn't happen to him.
That was just the ideal resonance situation for Flux. He was able to wear down Jin, take all of his meter, and use his own resonance to reduce the amount of chip damage he was taking and come out of that with the life advantage overall.
Oh, what a reject guard again. Yeah, we talked about how Flux gets all that mileage from reject guards.
He's so good at it, and the newest character who rewards it really well. Unfortunately, SKD is hoping to close this out. He's not going to get super here, but...
Oh, forward tech to be able to get out. The Dragon Punch catches the air dash, and we are 2-2, ladies and gentlemen.
He crossed himself up. Not that he could have blocked regardless, but he crossed himself up.
He was in the middle of air dash, so he couldn't cancel that into block. He had to take that. And that was such good awareness from Flux to even recognize that that was the situation.
So hot right now. He had those 2 blocked overheads. It looked like the second one was a fuzzy jump, but either way, the right defensive tool. Falling on top of the Saber, that's kind of unfortunate.
Dragon Punch to be able to get out of the situation, though. Yeah, Jin assists are so strong, and especially for Ruby. Someone with a really strong run speed, excellent aerial movement, and those gigantic normals.
Second coming of Labrys. Definitely we're going to see the third coming of Labrys soon, right?
Yeah, right?
Again, yeah, like you said, Isaiah, dealing with that charged ice edge is such a challenge, especially for a character. Whoa.
Hey, that's one of the DPs that hits almost 360, just a little bit behind her.
Just a little bit.
Real good.
And she's got it in the air, too.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good punish. So, yeah, he immediately burst. But SKD has already used his assist enough that he's got to level 4 resonance.
Very, very quick. We're actually seeing the true form of the meta being played out here is how fast can you level up your resonance.
Yeah.
It's definitely seemed to make a huge difference in the way it impacts the anchor.
Oh, nice DP to save his partner right there. Oh, he crossed back under, so that messed up Flux's block, but he gets the throw here.
Again, SKD sitting on a ton of meter, but Flux actually has 5 bars of his own to answer back.
Oh, wow, nice call out. But he flipped out because, yeah, so the sword was actually hitting Ruby right there, so she took the hit for Jin, and Jin was like, okay, now I gotta save my partner. Here comes the crash.
True friends.
Yeah.
Only Ruby. Jumps out. All right, Flux. Whoa.
Oh, but yeah, the burst got blocked, so it can be punished. This is great for SKD. He's sitting pretty. He's going to be able to get the assist into cross combo.
Easy super finisher, and this is going to put New coming out. Only 3 bars and maybe 20% health.
She does only have level 2 Resonance Blaze as well, so you're going to see Flux activate that, and you're going to see his health and meter go up very slowly in comparison to somebody with higher Resonance Blaze.
Another beautiful DP. He's really on target with those today.
Oh!
All right.
Yes, you were talking about beautiful DPs. You were talking about on target. There's no better word for unfortunate right there. He can't THC though, but it will kill.
A beautiful set.
That is how we start out?
That's the beginning of our top 8, I'd say.
That's how we start out?
Beginning of our top 8.
Whew. I don't know if I can handle it.
I want to say that was the best match I've seen today, but I've seen some good-ass matches today.
Yeah, I mean, you've been watching over all the matches going on in the BB Tag finals, but I think we're going to see another good match.
It is impossible for this not to be a good match because it includes Rising Star Justin. If you guys don't,
Rising Star
Justin.
Let me go.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Justin actually made great strides in the Central Fiction tournament with quite a lot of upsets because a lot of people were like, "Who's this? Who's this? Who's this guy?" And then everybody remembered, wait,
that's Pops.
That's Pops.
The Platinum God.
Pops made a huge impact when he splashed off on the scene, and then he kind of disappeared. He went into the mountains, he trained for a little bit, and then he came back and he said, hey, you know what? I still love BlazBlue.
And he looks like a growing boy.
And he's definitely a growing boy. What's going to be post time skip Pops?
This is post time skip Pops.
Conversely, on the other spectrum of the age, we have Kid Viper.
Yeah, Kid Viper. He looks like he's like 14 years old, but if I told you his age, you would tell me I'm a liar.
You know, we went to IHOP and he got a drink and he didn't get carded. He said it was the first time in his life. Yeah,
that's great. I'm proud of you, KV.
So KV actually plays probably one of the least used teams in cross-tag battle.
With one very slept-on character.
Well, I think they're both slept on, honestly. I know people are starting to come around to the powers of Hazama, but Hyde and Hazama make a beautiful pairing. I think they're really, really good, and they play exactly the type of game that KV is known to be strong at. You know, great at whiff punishing, great at baiting the opponent to making mistakes and just capitalizing on that. He doesn't have to enforce himself.
And a really important thing about this game as well is because there's such high damage, because if you're not managing your meter well, you get kind of blown up. KV's defense is really going to shine in this as well. He has always had some very strong defense.
Now, I think either way, this is going to be an explosive match because Justin is on the opposite end. He is an all-in. Chie, Linne.
Yes.
He's very willing to blow meter on EX Kuga to stay in. He's loving his dash cancels. He is all-out offense, and if anybody's going to crack KV, I think Justin can do it.
He's got all the tools for it in his character set, and I mean, we're going to see the synergy as well for these two characters. I know we mentioned the synergy for KV's team, but there might be something here for Justin's as well.
Already a great start with Linne.
Okay, another thing that KV just showed, oh my goodness, what a counter. He's going to power up.
The power charge, yeah, I remember playing against that. It did not feel good for her to be plus after that.
Yeah, now she's got extra damage on everything. Look at how much damage that throw did raw.
I might actually,
Is this character dead? Yeah, he had to burst. He had no choice. Oh, there's that DP out.
He's got Linne on the back line, relatively unused actually, still with level 1 resonance. Both players a little low on meter, but he's going to get an not quite an excellent conversion. Look at this movement.
The movement from Kid Viper is going to make it very difficult for Justin to find the time to start his offense. But nice, he met him air there to slow him down, then called the assist to put him there.
There he is.
Nice reject guard.
Kind of looking uncomfortable there up against the corner with all of this on the screen to deal with. Oh, nice!
That is one strong in here, let me tell you. Oh, using the Mizuchi.
Shako. In for the corner combo. It's already pretty scaled height. That's really probably the top end of Hyde's damage, honestly.
Yeah, his damage may be low, but what he lacks in damage, he makes up for neutral and great assists.
And he's got that big old sword. Big old sword.
Great buttons.
Now this is going to be a
wall. He's going to hit it. Oh, he's going to hit it.
Nice.
He was messing this up the other day. Oh!
So close.
Yeah, that, if you don't know, that combo is very difficult.
I can always rely on Jason to go for the good stuff 100% of the time.
Oh, he got the assist, and that's, that's a big starter for him.
Now, both players here are at level 4 resonance. This kind of back and forth in neutral has resulted in what's going to be very, very strong anchors for both players.
Okay, you might not have noticed it right there, but Kid Viper reject guarded the very last hit of EX Kuga, because if he only reject guarded the first one, he still would have been in block stun, and Linne would have been right back on it.
Justin forced a burst, bringing in Chie. He's got 3 bars.
Yep,
and there comes
the Oh! What a punish!
Oh, that point. There we go. Hazama coming in.
I think he tried to 2B the incoming. I think he tried it.
That would have made sense, yeah.
Oh, he got thrown, and there should be a dead high. Yeah. Oh, he didn't need a super.
He's getting punished here, yeah.
That's really unfortunate. Resonance plays to come out. Level 4 on both sides.
He cannot get clipped by a chain or Mizuchi.
Okay, nice block of the crash. Oh, no! Just too far away for the command throw. And even though the command throw, like regular throws in this game, moves forward, he was unfortunately just close enough on startup so that Hazama did not move forward because the game was like, yeah, he's right there. I don't need to walk.
Yeah, it could have also been him also being in block stun, I think. But either way, a combination that did not result well for KV. I know he's not happy about that first game.
But Justin capitalized off it beautifully. He reacted. He was able to do it. He's got the young man reactions.
He's the young man reaction, definitely. Now, I really, really like how Justin is making great use of his character's incredibly fast run speed and small hitboxes to navigate around these chains. I've seen KV fight a lot of people, and normally they just can't get past Ouroboros, but he's not getting clipped.
And sometimes it's not even trying to get past Ouroboros, it's trying to catch up to Ouroboros. And even then, it seems like he's willing to meet Kid Viper air-to-air perfectly.
Blocks the kill.
Oh, what a counter! Yeah, for those of you who don't remember, in Persona, Chie's Dragon Punch was a counter, and that persisted to this version of the game.
KV sitting on level 4 resonance. Justin coming up close to 3.
There's the meteors, so he can impose his will. Oh, he switched to Linne. An interesting decision, and it's unfortunately not really working out. He had to burst to save the character. Oh, but what an anti-air! And he got an extra damage off it because he hit the Persona.
Definitely, that extra unscaled damage is going to actually put that around 6.2k.
Empty jump low, unfortunately not blocked, but then he teched out because the combo was dropped. And this Hazama's taking damage.
Yeah, whoa, blocks the burst!
With a punish!
I know Chie and Linne aren't super popular characters, so Kid Viper might not be knowledgeable about the times that he's safe to burst here.
Yeah, I mean, in the exhibition, Kid Viper's bursts were so on point. He knew almost every single time to be able to burst that was, you know, unstoppable. But it doesn't look like the case here.
There we go. That looks to be a good spot. Ooh, into meteors again. Not a whole lot.
Oh, and that's going to get punished, and he cannot burst out of that.
Justin looking to go up 2-0 against Kid Viper.
And he's going to do it right here.
Into super. No, doesn't even need it.
Amazing play from Justin so far. Kid Viper was pretty much the only person who was able to take Fenrich last night to the brink in the exhibition, and Justin is making it look like he might be better than that.
I mean, he took out tons of amazing players in the top 24. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stream those games, but I mean, I think he beat Arm. He beat Arm.
Yeah,
Arm
I mean, that's already a big
name to beat, especially in this game.
In this game, the Arm is considered to be one of the stronger players.
People are so aggressively swaggering in their attempt to establish dominance in the early meta, and wow, we've just come out of it with so many great players so soon.
Yes. Justin is, oh yeah, his DP calls have been so good. Oh, I'm not sure how he got hit there, maybe trying to jump out, but regardless, that's great for Justin.
Really low recovery on that Dragon Kick. Kind of surprised he got the Meteors.
Whoop, whoop. Meteors is going to come out, but oh, that might be a punish,
yeah.
Okay, not a lot of help there on the Xie. He's going to burst, but that gets punished. Oh, he unfortunately put throw.
Probably not what he was looking for. Now he's up against Justin. Whoa! Hit the extended hitbox?
I can't believe that.
That was?
That's insane. Oh, no, and he can't burst this. This is all unburstable. You can see the X on the partner meter.
Nothing going right for Kid Viper in this third game. I know this isn't his end, but he needs to make some moves.
Everything is definitely going right for Justin right now. He met Hazama air to air, which is so difficult to do. Oh, Persona Break is going to do some damage.
All right. But again, Justin masterfully weaving Linne in and out. Look, just walking back from Tailbringer and then air-to-airing the chain. No, beautifully done.
Yeah, absolutely. Masterful is definitely the right way to put it.
Coming in, playing this keep-away game. It's working solid. He's only got 90 seconds left. I know that seems like a lot, but this game can go.
That's the end of Hyde right there. Oh, and unfortunate. I guess it crossed up with a counter.
Bursts out. Now, if there's any character in the game I'm most afraid of with a lot of meter, it is actually Hazama.
Oh, yeah, he missed his super input, I think. Oh, and the Meteor's track, yeah. That's big damage. And unlike Dragon Ball, you don't heal during Resonance. Crash should be able to take it here. Yep,
the Marvelous, I think, pushed that over the edge, actually.
Yeah, you get an extra 560 damage when you hit Marvelous, so
go for it.
It might be necessary at times. You gotta be able to react.
Go for it. Jason, Kid Viper, Stroji losing 0-3 up against Justin. I am so ecstatic for what he's gonna have to show us in losers. But meanwhile, it looks like we've got Justin versus SKD
in Winners Finals.
In Winners Finals, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, well, from the people we've seen play thus far. You can tell that that's like the perfect Winners Finals for us.
No, definitely, 100%.
We're only day negative like 7 or whatever it is, but I probably couldn't be happier for that.
If you guys are interested in buying the game, you can pre-order it. If you're here at Combo Breaker, the Arxis booth is set up right next to our stage here. You can order the Collector's Edition. It comes with a free poster and a couple other swag items, as well as free shipping. So be sure to check out their booth if you're around. Maybe you're in a hotel room watching the stream.
Yeah, and speaking of that Arc System Works booth, I got to give a special shout out to the people running it, Matt and Gail. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Those guys are the gods, the literal gods.
They are providing us some things. What are they providing us?
We have special prizes for every competitor in Top 8. They're each getting a collection of merchandise from the booth. Oh, here, I've got it. I've got them right here.
About to show it off. Let me see the good stuff.
All right,
I want to see the good stuff. Oh, look at that poster. Now, if you don't know, these are actually debuting here this weekend at Combo Breaker.
These are exclusive to this event.
You could not purchase those online
anywhere else.
So thank you so much to Arc System Works for bringing it here. And next, we're going to be bringing it to you with the Arm versus, he's going by Conquistador today, but you might know him as Coefficient.
Wait, what? That's him?
The Coefficient.
What? I just thought he was some dude who just ran through his bracket.
Nah.
That's Coefficient?
That's Coefficient.
All right.
He lied to everybody.
Dang, I got mixed. I actually got mixed.
Let's go and have some fun.
So Coefficient rocking his signature Ruby Noel team until he gets one of the other characters he was talking about playing.
The Ruby population seems a little high.
It's definitely dense for the top 8, I'll say that much. Character seems pretty alright. Oh, nice air-to-air right there from the arm. He's got control.
Great anti-air.
Ooh, but the low belly is saving the arm. Yeah, the burst comes out. Ruby was so low on health.
Team Rose always has been a consistent threat throughout the weekend. Armando's been just rallying his forces to dominate the field. And at the point of it all is Rachel. Look at this character, Isaiah.
Oh my God, no. So we got a Rachel in Portland, actually.
Yeah?
I recognize this character's strength, is all I will say about that. Ooh, excellent low belly placements.
Rachel is just this hodgepodge of probably some of the best zoning tools in the game, followed up with some amazing pressure and
call out!
All right, baits the DP very easily with jump back Iris. Arm sitting pretty on 4 meter, and Noel not a whole lot to gamble with.
Yeah, definitely. Resonance plays is at level 3, so it's pretty all right. But remember, you do not heal when you're getting combo during Resonance plays. This ain't Dragon Ball. You're dead.
Having access to an air super, I think, is probably one of the best things you can ask for from a character in this game. It's so good.
Yes, it's incredible because, you know, unless you're in Resonance plays, you cannot cancel specials into supers. So a lot of characters, they usually end their aerial combos into a special.
Or DP.
Yeah,
it's really hard to spend meter if you're not in Resonance to like add on damage, but if you got an air super, it's always there as an option.
So it's just another thing that Rachel has available to her. Buzzsaw. That was pretty good.
I've been hearing it all weekend.
Are you the Ruby voice actress?
I've been we were in the side tournament. I could hear Red Like Roses, and then I realized that it wasn't playing. I was like, what's going on?
That's like me in Dreamland from Smash.
Oh, wow. Jump D, effectively baiting out the anti-air there.
Oh, but a big air-to-air normal. Yeah, that's a huge strength for Ruby. Is her jumping normals are incredible.
Oh, my God. Even a direct call-out would say there.
And there's the assist chain jack. He had to burst right there. Otherwise, that was going to be even more damage. The Dragon Punch gets dodged.
Conquistador coming through. Midnight Black Ruby.
Oh,
gets CC'd out. All right.
And Ruby's on life support right now. He's got to get Noel in. Yeah, he found a time, but it wasn't a good time.
Now, that, I think, right there was one of the reasons Rachel is really, really good in this game. The Lotus actually tracks to incoming characters and assists. It's very, very, very intelligent as like the AI tool.
And that was a very, very intelligent Dragon Punch.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. Wow, the 5A is an anti-air, and that's going to take that character down. The arm is looking amazing.
2-0 up on Coefficient or Conquistador. I have to honor what he entered as.
Yeah, Conquistador. We'll call it that for now. Yeah. Another thing I want to talk about that the arm is doing that you might not be able to notice, it's very subtle, is his switching of the characters is managing his health very well. His characters are staying incredibly healthy, even though Conquistador has been getting a few hits. But because he's managing it so well, you can't even tell.
Red Life Generation, I remember the first time we saw it, we were like, wow, that's really fast. And then as the game played out, people were like, it could be faster, but I think it's perfect right now.
I think they found a good spot for sure. There's that assist change again.
Coming in at knockdown. Rachel, unfortunately, not quite big enough normals, but wow, Ruby 4P coming to save the day.
He's going to burst soon, I know it. Okay, just kiss the switch. It was a good timing. And he kept his partner meter.
Unfortunately, Conquistador is kind of stuck here in the corner. He's got Lotus, Lobelia's coming out. We got that Ruby 6P shot in the back line, always there.
Nice conversion. I mean, that was half his health.
No, if the arm is complaining about anything over the weekend, is that his team does low damage, and I always say, please, do less.
Like that Ruby assist call is doing work for him because he calls Ruby assist to control the ground. Oh, the punish on the burst!
I love how it very much seemed like he reacted to the super flash there and then jumped up back.
Yeah, he is totally aware of every situation going on right now. Conquistador trying to find a moment to be able to get back in. His health is so low, but there's George! And that's going to kill the character. George the 13th doing work, and Ruby doing work. The arm taking it 3-0, and damn near a perfect.
The Frog. Can we talk about King George?
George the 13th.
I want to call him George the 14th.
Oh, yeah, I guess he is.
He succeeded.
This is the successor.
This is the successor of George the 13th.
George the 14th going in.
Let there be no mistake. He is a grown boy.
He is the king.
Yeah, he's been hopping on those lily pads, right? Stretching those legs, building up his endurance against projectiles.
And he has definitely been reproducing as there. You can summon like 6 of those.
Yeah, 9 if you're in Resonance.
Yeah.
What's wrong with I don't know. Coming up next for you guys, we've got LTL or Low Tier Lord versus Betadude. LTL hailing from the PNW area of Vancouver, I believe.
Vancouver, Canada. That is correct. Vancouver, Canada.
I believe he plays Gordo Ruby in this game. I had
a strong decision.
Yes, a strong decision. A wise choice.
A wise choice.
Yeah.
I can't do the voice, but
Betadude playing. Does he play Ragna Narukami?
I believe he plays Ragna. It's either Ragna. Oh, it's Ragna Hyde.
Oh,
it's
okay,
Ragna
yeah. Other Ragna, little Ragna.
Yeah. Please talk to me and my son again.
I love how Betadude is actually just Ragnar.
Yeah, no. He's the main character.
I bring this up every time I commentate his matches, but I think it's because he wears the red hoodie, you know, and the fact that he always picks Ragnar.
I mean, you guys can check it. Look at that hoodie. It looks like he is Ragnar, straight up.
That's anime white hair.
Yeah.
That's what white hair would be if you were in real life.
Yeah. Because, you know, we can't get that without dyes.
Or dying. Or something along those lines.
Well, I mean, you know, that's kind of what happened to Ragnar to get the white hair, so.
Hopefully Betadude does not suffer the same fate here in the second game of Losers.
Although LTL definitely wants to make that happen. He wants to give him that white hair in real life.
Now, I'm actually kind of impressed by LTL's play throughout the weekend. He has been known to be a pretty aggressive player early on, but he's been playing more patient, playing more of a bait-and-switch neutral, and he's been punishing bad mistakes. And normally Gordo players are super aggressive with 5B, but he's been playing pretty patient.
Well, yeah, this is a character that has strong whip punish tools due to the fact that he has so much range, right? So that seems to be the best way to play the character. Oh, that 2B, being able to keep him out. It's not unblockable, but it's still great space control.
An amazing button and a low. Let's say, let's not forget, also a low.
Yes. Oh! Unfortunately, he 5B'd just a little bit too early.
Gets the 2-for-1.
There's the EX. He has the partner to meter to make it safe.
I imagine if there were like 5 targets hittable, Gordo would be able to hit all of them.
Absolutely.
Right?
In one move.
In one move.
Okay.
Nice little block string from Betadude, although he is still forced to block.
Yeah, he's definitely having a hard time mounting an offense. Oh.
And 2B.
Now, it wasn't counter hit, so it didn't knock down, luckily for Betadude. Oh, he punished, but no full conversion.
2B definitely the tool of choice for LTL here. Such a great low and a great way to open up a block string too if you're a Uniel character. Whoa!
He jumped into it and crossed himself up. Oh, but that's going to hit. And nice conversion from Betadude.
He's actually doing a fair amount of damage. If the BlazBlue characters do anything, it is damage.
And then he punished the quick change as well. That's great. He's going to try and find a way to get Hyde in as soon as he can, I bet. There it is.
There we are.
Ooh, nice 2B. It is head invulnerable, and a great way to do it. Yeah, comes that burst.
Betadude coming up, uses his 3-meter on push block. Whoa, he tries to punish Ruby. None of that happening.
Oh, and a 2C with the air control.
Doesn't look like, whoa.
Oh, no, that's a dead character, absolutely.
I think that was the biggest gamble I've seen Betadude take ever.
Yeah, he usually is very pensive and stoic about his dragon punches.
Not today. BlazBlue tag is not a game where you can sit complacent.
Oh, he got the throw. That should be death. Oh, no. Now he's going to get Resonance out, so he's going to try and get that health back. But he's got to be able to block. And that was a huge mistake on the side of LTL. This is big damage.
Oh, my lord. 7.5?
By himself.
As Hyde of all characters coming in with Resonance level 4. He's coming up to 9-meter now.
He's got to start using it, though. I know he's afraid of the assist, but it's running out, and it's his only option. There's that in-air from LTL, and that should do it with the partner change.
A great first game. I really, really loved how he capitalized on all of those anti-airs. There's just not a lot to be done against Gordo 2B.
Yeah, 2B with Gordo hits it damn near the top of the screen, and that's because the screen size in this game is a fair bit smaller than any of the games that are currently accessible in this game.
That's a great point. Like the Uniel screen space, by comparison, much larger.
It's huge.
This game puts you in the box. There's that feeling of intimacy even at full screen.
You gotta fight.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, Megalobox up in here right now as LTL keeps him in the corner.
Yo, we gotta watch the last episode.
No spoilers, please.
Okay. Coming in, relying on their assist to kind of capitalize this footsie game here.
Yeah, that Ruby forward assist is so strong, and he gets the counter hit here. This is big damage.
Once again.
I think he kills.
Yeah, he's definitely got this. Oh, no!
Oh, see, I never like to call it in these days.
He can't even DHC that. No, we gave him commentator's curse. We wanted to see more.
Yeah, you're right. But he's going to be able to kill Hyde right here, and Ragnar's by himself at full health. No switch from Betadude a moment ago, and that's going to go very hugely punished.
He's stuck at Resonance level 2.
Oh!
Anti-air command grab from LTL. He's going to just cancel this.
And look at the lockdown, the pressure from LTL. He's got the throw. Big damage GameStop combos.
Doesn't quite hit the cool combo, but oh no! Oh no!
An important hit for Betadude here. He can go into Divided by Darkness, but it drops. A big hit again for LTL that should kill.
Into super, all right. Yes, there we go.
It's reaping time. Second game.
What was going on? Both players dropping their supers. Looks like they were just at the absolute peak of the combo timer.
That's one of the reasons I don't want to call it, because we're at like -7 days, right? So they
we
haven't
don't
had
actually
enough
know
time.
anything yet.
They haven't had enough time.
You know, you guys will notice that we're specifically avoiding referencing frame data because God knows, right?
Yes, like I don't know what is a DP frame data. Like I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it even frame winnable? I know Crash is definitely an overhead.
All I can tell you is moves are good.
Yeah.
There's some good ass moves.
That was some good moves. It's a lot like Tekken. Some good ass moves.
Definitely. Oh,
yes.
anti-air Grim Reaper.
And then the Ruby assist to goad him into pressing a button and getting punished. 2B is a low, and it just barely whiffed on the burst.
Betadude answering back with a DP, but he's still trapped in the corner. Even if he jumps up, LTL is block stringing off of the 2B to secure pressure. There's not a lot of successes finding and escaping these situations.
The only person I've seen with this level of control to keep the opponent from getting out has been SKD, and LTL is definitely mirroring that very well.
Might just be Ruby.
Huh?
I said it might just be Ruby. Make no mistake, guys, the balance in this game is actually surprisingly deep. We've got characters that are widely untested just for the fact that there are obviously some popular characters like the Ruby guys, but
we also don't have the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that. Look forward to the DLC Pack 1.
Oh my god! Okay, that
What?
I thought he was a lord.
What?
A low tier lord for that.
The high tier lord about to be.
Well, I mean, you see the characters he plays?
Betadude bursting out, but he's just looking so slim here in the very last game. Could be. You blocked.
Yeah,
All right.
That's an easy punish. Not even any health on the side of Hyde. He does have Resonance level 4, so that was better than last time. Oh, assimilation.
Gets
One more.
snatched up.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh!
I knew it.
What? That's 2 for 2 on the anti-air grab. He only did it twice. He only did it twice. 100% hit rate.
What a high tier lord as he moves on over Betadude, the main character of BlazBlue. And he looks great.
No,
he
yeah,
looks
really
amazing.
good. And it's really interesting because players that for the longest time I've been spectating and commentating, you know, like Justin, like LTL, they've come to cross-tag battle, and I've noticed things like in their development, their growth. They've released new skills that I was never able to see in BlazBlue because cross-tag is a different game.
Entirely.
Right? It's completely different. The footsies are very intricate, honestly. They're very deep and complex.
Well, yeah, you know, it's very difficult for some people to get a grasp of the footsies in this game, actually, because when you press forward, it is not a walk for most characters.
Yeah.
It is a run. There are a few exceptions, 3 namely, currently, I should say.
Let's see, it's Zama, right? He slips.
4, sorry. I forgot about Azama because it's
okay.
a dash, not a run.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, so it's Azama, Waldstein, Tager, and
Azrael.
the big boy Azrael.
Yes, your boy, your big boy. Azrael.
I don't want to claim him in this game.
Not in this
game.
So coming up next for you guys, we've got our next losers match: Kid Viper versus The Arm. Now, I was lucky enough to spectate a couple of these warm-up casuals in the hotel room before we headed down here, and it was tied. Every game was tied. They played 8 games and went 8-8.
These are 2 of the players that are considered to be the tech monsters at the moment, right? They know. I feel like they have the most information on the game at the moment, in terms of like raw information, right? So they know so much about every situation. They know so much about when to burst, when to reject guard, and all that. Comparative to a lot of other people.
They just played a lot of games. Like,
yes.
Let's get that straight, guys. They have played a lot of games. I know the game's not out yet, but through the beta that we were allowed access from ArcSys. Thank you so much. Please do more betas. It's really good for the community. It really helps us out. And even just here at Combo Breaker, right? It's been casuals every day. Arxis has had the dev kit out and allowed us to test the DLC Pack 1 characters.
Yes, a lot of people have been loving Blake.
Loving Blake,
Aurier.
loving Aurier. I know we got those Platinum fans. That I think there's like two of them.
I'm going to be real with you. So far, it seems like those 3 characters in particular are very strong.
Very, very, very good now. And you know, there's always potential in a grappler.
Kanji.
Kanji.
The boy with the chair. And this is a game where his standing A is the big shout. It's not the little shout. It's the big one.
He gets excited. Yo, is he wearing my hat? That's my hat.
What a man.
Did I leave that on the stage?
No, he came up and showed us that he had the hat. You didn't notice?
I'm just so focused.
He stole your hat, dude.
Thanks for repping my hat.
It's because you made fun of him earlier, you know? This is Winners Finals.
It looks like we're gonna do Winners Finals next, guys.
Yeah, maybe some players weren't ready or something like that. Maybe they're in the bathroom.
It's a good 5-minute jog in the bathroom.
Yeah, it is actually far away. Legitimately.
It's a good 5-minute.
If you guys
jog.
haven't seen the venue, it's huge.
It's gigantic.
Like, it's legitimately huge. And somehow, some way, we still can't fit all of the people that have come to this wonderful tournament. Over 2,000 people registered.
And even beyond registration, there's like, what, at least 600 inside tournaments.
There's spectators as well, plus the vendors, plus the artist alley in the other room. If you guys don't know, the camera that you see right now that shows the players, this is one room. Guess what? There is like 3 more rooms.
The ballroom is enormous. And they've always got this beautiful stage. I always really, really like the Combo Breaker stage. Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is a good song right here. Here we go. And we got English Ruby, and I know how much everybody loves English Ruby.
Coming in, guys, first game of Winners Finals, PG Panda Global SKD versus Justin. Justin making great.
Oh, yeah, air unblockable setup right there. It's not. He would have to use the special move to be able to get out of that situation.
Definitely. You're kind of stuck, unfortunately, but that's one of the great things about DPs in this game. They're multifunctional. You have a lot of different ways in which you can apply them.
Okay. He's trying to catch up to him, but Ruby with the high levels of speed and the excellent mobility attached to those gigantic normals, very hard to deal with, very hard to catch, but nice counter to get out of the corner.
It definitely seems like there's a difference in the class of normals, and I mean just because that she's holding on to a 6-foot pole with a 3-foot blade.
She's Mini Gordo.
Mini Gordo. Good throw from Justin, though, and actually SKD's Ruby looking not very healthy.
Yeah, this is the first time that this character has been the one that's low on health before any other character.
Great throw second. Wow, that Fubuki came out so nicely spaced.
Jin has so many good assists available to him. Fubuki, it knocks down when it hits. 6P, it's a gigantic ice sword that puts you in block stud for 12 years.
Now he's not getting Ruby out. There
it is. But the Meteors was going to hit.
It almost killed her, too. That was so close.
Yeah, if that ice sword did not hit the Persona, that Meteors would still have gone.
Whoop.
Is it me, or is this song louder than the other songs?
It's that way on purpose, I promise.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, our production boy Slash is a huge fan of Ruby, and so this game is right up his alley. I'm sure he's ecstatic, as elated as we are, to be able to bring you guys this game.
For sure. So coming through here, PG SKD is just with a fraction of health, but Jin, the ideal anchor for this situation, is coming in Resonance level 4 now. See Isaiah, this is lasting for 13 seconds. He's got almost 10 seconds left here.
And he's got every meter to work with to put as much chip as possible, but he has to close it out. He runs up and Dragon Punches. This is going to allow way more chip. He's got so much meter. Oh, is that gonna...
Renaissance, all right, but another Toga.
So many Togas. He's got the crunch, and that's going to do it. That is the strength of Jin.
Toga.
He uses as many Togas as possible to make it so that Crash or a low can kill, and just one tag.
It's all it takes. It could be a random Ice Edge. It could be a random Jump B. It's whatever it takes, but Toga will do the work in bringing down that health bar, be it chip or on hit.
Justin looked like he had complete control of every situation in the match, and yet SKD recognized where he was at and the composure. He came back.
Justin again with an early lead. He really seems to be very comfortable in fighting Ruby. It seems to be Jin is the X factor that he's probably dealing with.
Well, you know, Ruby is a very, very popular character, so it makes sense.
It makes sense that he would know, for sure.
There's the burst coming out of Justin. He's going to be able to get the character in, and a burst from SKD as well.
He wants to keep Ruby alive this time. He lost her earlier than he would have liked in the last game.
Ooh, Dragon Punch to get himself out. He's got level 3 resonance now from Obvious Skulls. There's the Dragon Punch through the throw. The X2 going to get in. And another one.
DP. I liking this aggression from Justin. Great TP punish from Justin. He's coming up on almost 5 meter now.
Unfortunately, he couldn't kill, but he got the overhead right there. It didn't do anything. The Dragon Punch comes out. He's going to switch over to Ruby. And Jin almost died from that switch.
SKD on Resonance 4, but does not block the footsie crash.
Such a far-reaching crash because with Under Night characters, it's assault plus their jump. See, the super comes out. Huge damage.
He's got not quite enough for another super, though.
What a change. That's so good! Did you see that?
No, that was beautiful.
So Xie's has the Dragon Kick assist, which puts her at the top of the screen, and then it moves the screen, and she can switch to him. That means she is basically, like, you can't meteor her, and you can hit the assist.
And, oh wow, and the Ice Edge actually baits out the DP there.
Oh, double burst.
Wants to answer back.
I didn't realize you could burst the burst hit stun.
Yeah,
I just learned that.
I guess because it does damage, unlike most other bursts in the fighting game.
Ooh, a drop from Justin right there, but there was
both characters. I actually like that a lot. He did Toga while he still had meter because he's going to get more while in Resonance. Oh no!
Unburstable combo. That was so smart from Justin.
Very wise. No, that was perfect.
And now Resonance is going to come out from Ruby. This is actually the first time I've seen Ruby in Resonance for SKD. And we might not see it for very long.
Justin look up to pick up the first game and tie it 1-1.
There's the super. It caught Xie, but she lived.
She's got one.
Oh, there's the DP. This is amazing for SKD because there's no help. There's none left.
He just needs one hit. Could be instant
overhead. He has to Resonance immediately. He has no choice.
Oh! He ran under the instant overhead?
So wrong, and that's why he's in Winners Finals and not me.
He ran under the instant overhead. What? You can do that?
Evidently, Xie is a short character.
All right. Justin.
Justin is ridiculous right now. He was looking so good. As soon as he got rid of the problem character in Jin, he was able to make his comeback.
Now we see SKD actually whipping out Jin really early in the neutral this time. He's recognizing that Ruby isn't quite the answer he was looking for.
Well, it was off the burst.
Oh, yeah. For SKD, he recognizes that if Ice Edge gets push blocked, you're just throwing your character into the point.
Oh, here comes the cross combo right here. This is mad damage.
He wants to secure as much as he can before Resonance goes off.
Yeah, gotta get rid of all that red health. The throw gets tech, but the 6P is still there. Uh-oh.
And again, forced to block Ice Edge.
But what a challenge right there from Justin. And Meteors. Oh, but he challenged again.
Managed to slip out from under. Ice Edge on the way. Oh no, gets hit by the cross-up.
It's so tense right now. Oh, and he got the hit, and that should do it. SKD up 2-1.
I'm wondering what Justin can do about Ice Edge. I know it's really, really slow, so there's a possibility that he can jump out of it if the positioning is correct, but it's just looking so impressive.
That's the thing, though, is you said something that SKD wants Justin to do. He pulls that ice sword to force movement options, to force decisions out of Justin, and that's one of the huge strengths of that assist. Not only does it put you in block stun, but it controls the ground, while Ruby controls the air.
It's that kind of partner synergy that we love seeing from tag team games, and SKD has already found a great mix and match in his character selection. An early lead. Great blocks. Wow, beautiful defense.
Oh yeah, he tried to air unblockable him, but it was just a little bit too late on the Dragon Punch there.
Yeah, TPs are a little slow in this game, so sometimes when you feel you've got that cross cut or that twitch reaction, it's just a little bit too slow.
Ooh, there's a Dragon Punch, but that's a free punish to power up. So that power up was excellently timed because it's not only going to power him up for the last character, but this one as well.
Oh, good punish.
And big damage.
Now SKD actually only on Resonance level 2 there. He's not going to get a ton of meter.
Not very fast. Ooh, nice cross up right there from Justin, and he is sitting pretty here to get rid of this Jin.
Looks to be a very good round.
Dragon Punch allows Justin to be able to get out. The challenge from SKD. He's knowing exactly when to press buttons.
SKD down to a sliver of health. It looks like this might, no, not quite the kill confirmed.
Yeah. Oh, he got a happy birthday, no way! He still has resonance though, so he can heal. Oh! What a throw from Justin! That was the most tense situation I've seen in this game thus far. They were staring each other down in the face, looking at death.
There is just, there's so many things that happen in that moment, right? I myself as a BlazBlue player told myself mentally, I'm out of throw range. And then I remembered this is cross-tag battle, and throws are mobile.
Yes, they move forward, and I believe SKD also thought the same thing you did. But Justin, he recognizes that this is a different game.
He's playing this game.
This game.
This game.
And this very well might be his game.
I mean, with the kind of play and performance that he's shown over the weekend, I would not be surprised if we see this man as not just the rising star, but the star of cross-tag battle. It's so exciting.
Nice conversion right there from Justin off the overhead into assist. It's not a lot of damage because of what it was, but a great position and a great punish.
Justin is looking so clean coming into this third game. He really wants to mount this offense in so many ways, but SKD's defense is incredible.
Look at this corner pressure, however. You can defend, but you're going to lose all your resources for it. Oh, an interesting decision. And that super strong offense finally faltering.
Now, we did see that Justin ran out of meter there, which is why he might have felt pressure.
That was actually just what he was going for in the combo. He wasn't even looking for the burst.
Yeah, it just happened automatically.
That normal right there.
It's gonna be, SKD is so nervous, and he's gonna, oh nice. I like how he burst because now he's got Jin for level 4 resonance.
Definitely very smart decision, but that Dragon Punch is gonna come out and Ruby is gone.
This is the most I've ever seen SKD's DPs get blocked. Normally he's so clean with them.
Here comes
Resonance Jin.
Oh, and the hit. And Justin taking it 3-2
over SKD.
And that last game was emphatic. Immaculate. Incredible. Justin coming back from, well, we don't even know where, to be honest.
Yeah,
he's
hyperbolic time chamber.
He's been gone for some time now. And for those of you just tuning in, that boy right there, that man, Justin, who just beat SKD, is kind of a legend in the Arxis scene.
Well known for many reasons. He actually has a really cool brother too. Have you met him? Isn't Crazy Ape his brother?
I don't know.
He's that guy right there, sitting at the LTL.
Oh yeah, that's his little brother.
Yeah.
His little brother.
I think he's actually the older brother. Check out the crowd, guys. That is your scene at Combo Breaker 2018. We've got Dragon Ball there in the background. Be sure to root for all of our friends and check out the main stream if you have 2 monitors, but otherwise, please stay here.
Yeah, you can also root for another BlazBlue player that's currently playing in that top 8, Doza. He's go up there right now. And I just want to mention that top 8 is consistent of mostly BlazBlue
Mostly
players.
BlazBlue.
I'm starting to see a pattern here of BlazBlue players being good at video games.
So coming up here, this is actually the match that I was wanting to talk about earlier. KV, Kid Viper versus The Arm. So KV playing Hyde, Hazama, The Arm playing Team Rose. So I got to start using name teams, right?
All right, I feel it. Okay.
We got Rachel, Ruby.
So is Hazama Hyde just Team Edge? Then
I
mean, there's so many Team Edges, I
yeah,
guess, in this game.
Yeah, there's
so.
many a Team Edge.
So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
It might just be
Team
Team
Rose
Viper
is
at
good
this
though.
point.
Oh, no, but that's actually really good.
Yeah, because it's Kid Viper's team and it's got snakes and
Yeah. All right. Well, and thus it was dubbed.
stuff. Thus it was done Team Viper.
But Team Rose has shown to be very strong
Well, I
thus
mean,
far.
we've got Ruby, one of if not the best point characters. Beautiful, beautiful normals, great movement, so many tools.
She's not just good on point too. She's got great assists.
Yeah, and we get Rachel, which I think, yeah, she's really good. Right? She's really good, and she's got beautiful assists.
I recognize the strength of this character.
Definitely. And those great assists just complement Ruby's amazing neutral to the point where, you know, it's really a tough nut to crack for many compositions. I think this is the game where we're going to see a lot of teams, actually. Players playing a lot of characters, a lot of teams.
It definitely feels like it allows for a lot of variety for sure.
Another banger. This is actually my favorite one.
I respect the hell out of you, right, Angelo. So this is really going to come down to how well the Arm navigates the Ouroboros chains. Can he keep up with Hazama, or will he falter like this? Nice punish!
A baited burst. This is actually really bad for Arm, but at the same time amazing for Kid Viper.
Oh, the hard combo! Ah!
It looks
It's
like
so hard.
Deep. It looks like that's kind of deep combo, yeah. Oh, gets hit by the Lotus. Oh, man.
Lobelias have always been a great tool to be able to catch Hazama from using chains, and because the screen is so much smaller, they have an easier time doing so. In fact, the happy birthday. Oh no! Yeah, he had to burst that.
Oh wow! Amazing jab from Kid Viper. Oh no!
No full conversion though, and that's going to allow Arm to survive and change. Great use of change right there, but the 4P is going to allow for a combo here. First comes out.
Kid Viper sitting on Resonance level 4. Arm, not a whole lot of health, but he's got meter. And if you're going to have anything in this game, meter is definitely one of them.
Meter seems to be king for a lot of situations.
See how he blocked the Jaco assist? That was awesome.
Resonance plays and cross combo currently available for both players.
Look at this.
There's 3 characters at once. Oh, he knocked him out. There's no more partner meter.
Here comes the frog. Oh, wow, he jumps out.
Oh, that's the punish, I think.
No, Tempest trumps. Geyser.
Wow.
I guess there's no messing with that move.
But now Kid Viper understands that. Oh, nice 5A. He got around it. He's going to be able to get full damage. Into the assist. Pick up. Oh, I think he missed a super. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, he only had 1 bar. I didn't see that.
Now, even if Arm comes out of the situation by killing one of the characters, he's going to have to answer a level 4 Resonance Blaze.
Yeah, that'll allow Kid Viper to get all of his meter and all of his health if he's vigilant.
Especially considering that Hazama and Hyde are both characters. Oh, nice. Ah, not quite.
Missing the Jaco. Nice push block to push it back into the corner, but the Arm with the movement, and there's that Hyde assist.
Hail Bringer. Now, let's talk about why Hazama and Hyde, specifically, I feel, are very good against Rachel, right? Hazama, a classic BlazBlue anti-zoner.
Yep.
Right, he's always got really good movement, really good control of different spaces of the screen. But in this game, he has Mizuchi, and it is invincible.
That's right, it's Ed invulnerable on frame 1 to my knowledge.
He can do basically anything he wants in order to control Rachel. Unfortunately, it looks like it's not happening this round.
Well, he got out. He got the push block. He can still get out. The Hyde assist helping, and wow, it clashed with the gunshot.
I don't know if that was a factor of Hyde being amazing, or of Hazama being awesome, or Ruby being awesome. It was kind of a combination of both.
Definitely. A drop combo, unfortunately for Kid Viper, that's going to allow Arm to continue his offense. Remember, Ruby with the excellent movement and the strong normal. Oh, DP though.
Ruby, a DP does not seem to be the solution to success here in top 8 here, folks.
It has been getting punished quite a bit.
It's crossed up. Arm sitting on a very
that
geyser.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it came out early enough, I feel.
Stop the rest of the, oh my god, it's a happy birthday, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, look at Hazama. He's on life support.
He's just got a little bit left, but oh no, he's not. Oh my lord!
Nice
Jocko!
Jocko! Knocked down, and he started with Jocko, so he was able to switch into Hazama. He got the command throw, and this could be dead. Here we go!
Gets the charge scoop combo. Very well done.
Yeah, and very well done indeed, because that to get charge scoop in this version of the game is a different timing. It's much more difficult. You have to catch them at the tip rather than inside.
It's so tight. It's so tight, and I'm actually shocked that he's hitting these.
He's doing it so often.
Yeah.
Incredible execution coming out from Kid Viper, and it is one of the reasons why he has gotten to this top 8. One of the reasons why he is one of the scariest players we are going to see in this top 8. And one of the reasons why he is up 2-0 over the ARM coming into this third game.
I really want to cheer for my boys, but at the same time, it's not looking super awesome for ARM. You know, he's got 2 games down, and the adaptation hasn't seemed to be working out super well. He just needs to maintain a consistent and focused offense and not let Hazama slip away.
Yeah, it's so difficult though. Even with Ruby's superior run speed, he's still slippery. He's still that snaky character.
And he's going to use push block just like that at every opportunity to negate any advantage that ARM gains.
Ooh, not only just an advantage, but he's also negating projectiles. But finally, the Lobelia call, stopping Hazama, and he bursts out, the DP.
ARM sitting on Resonance 4. Wow, ooh, look
at
the shimmy.
So scary.
Though, unfortunate.
Great for the Arma, however. Yeah. These combo routes in this version of the game for Rachel, I think are super cool. Oh, the instant overhead. Did you block that one?
He definitely did block the burst. I'll give him that.
Partner to help out. And this is looking a lot better for ARM. He has hide on life support. Hazama is currently jailed to the corner here with all these Lobelias, but he finally finds his way out.
That was an amazing jump scene. So good from ARM. Coming in, he's camping out on his poles. He wants to have Iris available at any time. Meanwhile, he's forcing to say, Kid Viper, please come get me. I've been chasing you all game. But let's reverse the momentum.
And look at that confirm right there into the DHC. That's going to allow Ruby to come in and fight this Resonance Blaze Hyde.
Now that's a lot of health for Hyde to chip away at. Now he does chip though. Let's get that track straight.
He does it without Resonance Blaze as well.
It's on all of his normals and his specials.
Thanks to his Undernight in-birth special passive ability.
Look at these foot. Oh my god! He got not only Ruby, but also Rachel in the anti-air form.
Luckily, however, the ARM was able to save the homie. Oh, Dragon Punch to get out. That was a throw attempt.
Now with this much health in the bank for ARM, the DP is not a bad risk to take, considering you can take the risk against a low damage character like Hyde.
Definitely. And you know, Hyde was a lot higher damage when he has Resonance Blade, but you don't got it no more. Nice anti-air! Rachel coming in. She's got level 4 Resonance, and a lot of Lobelias and Georges are probably coming.
Now you see how KB is jockeying his way under Rachel. He was ready for Tempest Dahlia, just like that. He's saying, you cannot Tempest Dahlia under me because I will geyser you back. But ARM is looking to get his first game in this loser set.
Yeah, ARM said you cannot DP on me.
It was not happening. I love how Kid Viper was navigating Hyde directly under Rachel. That was really smart.
That was what was more than likely going to be the turning point if he was able to continue doing so. That level of movement, that level of awareness on what's on the screen.
But then at the same time, we saw ARM react to it. He didn't Dahlia. He knew, because KB had already hit him with the shut-up button 2 times, and he was saying none of that.
Well, it's real important to make sure that you're not doing anything too aggressive when you have such a lead like that, because you can squander it very easily.
Kid Viper up 2, but ARM is looking to reverse this score lead.
Using the forward tech to try and get out of the corner, but the ARM trying to put him back. Lobelia's everywhere. Nice reject guard to get him off. Okay, there it is again. So much meter used on reject guard. But the low, he finally got in there. And the block on the burst.
ARM is looking so clean. He might have found the secret recipe for success that he was looking for in those first 2 games, and that's an amazing air-to-air jump A. Wow, look at this conversion for Team
Got
Rose.
the meter too. He's gonna kill.
And a DHC, all right. And that's a dead snake.
What damage? And he's got over the jump or the come in on the other character. Resonance Blaze is at level 4 for Kid Viper though, so that's really good. And this is a great hit. EX to get the extra damage.
Another situation where Kid Viper the demand is that he make a huge comeback. But ARM is looking to close this out pretty cleanly, actually.
And he's got the combos to do it. We see these change combos building so much meter. He got George out, Ruby's in, and this is oppression.
Not a whole lot I can do with the frog on the board. Oh, but actually crouches. Yeah, that's standing only at that range.
The Crash gets dodging nice air-to-air once again. Hyde having some of the better normals to air-to-air characters because similar to Ruby, he has a very large weapon.
It's a big sword. Into Lotus, Kid Viper cannot get clipped. He needs what little health he has. Wow, brave run. Great block on the crosshair, but I was actually so tense.
Oh, and nice confirmed. Look at that. Almost, if it was a knockdown, I bet you he would have comboed off it. What an idiot. Such a strong button. It's so good, dude.
And look at how he just barely slipped through Ruby for Peter. That was perfect spacing from Kid Viper.
Oh my god, and he finally found his opportunity to stop Kid Viper from possibly mounting a comeback. He's still got a little bit of health on deck, though.
Just a shred ARM. So clean.
Oh, what a DP! I believe. I believe.
You can do it. Come on, Jason.
Nice block. He's getting in there. The Lobelia stopped him, and then he hits it overhead. I legitimately believed he had me on the edge of my seat.
Look at Kid Viper. He's so happy. He looks so concerned when he's playing Guilty Gear all the time, and it's so happy to see him have fun like this. It's really kind of true to the nature of cross-tag battle, guys. This is a game meant to bring everyone together in good times.
Yeah, we've got so many different people in this top 8 from so many different types of games, and every time you watch them on the camera, they're always smiling.
Definitely always smiling. Something happened worth smiling about. All right, guys, the tiebreaker of the 2-2 tie.
Final game right here for these two. The burst already came out for Kid Viper, so his partner meter is only finally coming back. Azuma getting clipped.
Very patient play by both players. They know a lot is at risk.
So one thing I want to note that I have been unable to talk about a lot is the fact that the ARM has been super jumping a lot. And that's because of Hyde's 2B. It goes so high up, so the only way to avoid it is to super jump rather than normal jump.
A beautiful throw setup from Kid Viper. I don't know what ARM's plan is against this offense, but Iris is one way to do it.
Possibly looking for a time to be able to get Ruby out of here. I know she's on life support, but oh my god, the 2B just barely got crossed up.
Look at ARM's command of the skies here. Ruby is just an uncontestable helicopter of hitboxes. I don't know what ARM is going to do. What? All right.
Also, uncontestable helicopter of normals is a dope analogy.
Helicopter of normals, yes. Coming in DP out for ARM. He's got a little bit of a health lead, and Ruby's on the heel. He's got 1 meter up, but Kid Viper is hoping to trap Rachel here against the corner.
I think he tried to bait a DP there.
Great shimmying back and forth from KV. He's so patient neutral with Hyde.
That orbiter was great for KV because it actually stopped the Lobelia, the Batman, from coming at it.
The assists are having a war of their own in the back.
There's actually 4 characters in this fight. Oh, the burst gets taken! And this could be the end of the character because he can call his Hazama. It missed!
Oh, wow. He was so shaken there for just that moment. He didn't even know what to do.
Oh my god. Oh, the whip punish! This is KV's time right here. He doesn't have a lot of meter, unfortunately. Oh, what a mix-up.
Through and through. Excellent reverse speed there, using those Unio-specific properties.
Oh my goodness, but that will do it. Kid Viper taking it, and much stronger in that game right there. That looked a lot more
that was super clean. That was a great back and forth between those two players because they both had their moments of finesse, right? There were definitely times where I was like, man, ARM is playing with the speed, the crispiness, and the warmth that I expect from him. And meanwhile, Kid Viper answering back with such impeccable execution and timing and footsies. That was just such a great match.
Footsies and movement got him so high. You kept talking about how he finessed through the Lobelias back and forth. Never, like the ARM had trouble finding an opportunity to stop him, even when he was a solo Hyde versus 2 characters.
No, he's so many great runbacks. All right, guys, coming up here, the next match of losers, we've got Method Flux versus LTL. Now, we'll remember LTL playing Ruby, Gordo, Flux playing Weiss and New. Now, I believe a lot of players consider Gordo to be a pretty good answer for New. You know, he's got those amazing normals. He's got a great full screen super. Let's talk about that.
Yes, it pulls you in. The mortal slide.
But Flux is here for a reason, right? Imagine how many Gordos and Rubies this man has put in the coffin to get to this point.
Probably at least 60% of his opponents were playing one of those two characters.
Oh, he's got his own headphones. Look at those. What do you think he's listening?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Red Like Roses.
He's got to get them both. He's got to get it playing on the big stage and
the direct feed. Direct feed.
Yeah. I think LTL's trying to tell him to pick a different song. What a jerk.
No, definitely best song. We're sticking with it.
He's sticking with the Weiss theme. That's his girl. That's his girl.
No, the first time he saw that character, he's like, I'm all in. I'm all in on
all
Weiss.
in. Put those chips in there.
We'll do this properly.
We'll do this properly, says Weiss. Here we go. First game, LTL versus Memphis Flux. Now, LTL showed a strong level of control because he was excellently using Gordo's normals, his 2B, his 5B, really strong tools, and he knows how to use them.
I've never seen a Gordo use 2B like LTL, and it's just so effective. I have to wonder if every other Gordo in the world at this point is taking a note out of his book.
They better.
Hey, Beck, this is a good strat.
Okay, Gravity Seed is going to be able to keep him in there, but there's the burst.
Nice patience.
He did reject guard and burst, so he lost a bar and all his partner meter for that decision.
He was able to slip Gordo out that way, and Flux is actually not too healthy here with Weiss. There he is, yeah, switching in New.
Yeah, that Dragon Punch was excellently timed and allowed him to get the character out, and she's going to get some health back, but unfortunately, New is going to lose that health that she gets back.
Gordo coming in. Now, Gordo, as a Unio character, has access to great pressure via reverse chain. Although, that's why we see, oh wow, great punish on the burst.
Excellent right there from Flux. He recognized the situation. And so, one of the things you would see in the exhibition was that players were using burst to get in on New rather than just to get out of bad situations.
Definitely.
Because it got them forward. And so Flux is starting to get a read on that.
He's starting to anti-air DP against the burst, starting to anti-air super even. And luckily, New is blessed with a lot of damage off of particular starters, so ooh, nice.
Air unblockable, that was so smart from Flux. There's a super, it doesn't punish Weiss, but it doesn't get punished.
It's the wrong button, unfortunate. He thought he was in the corner maybe.
Yeah. Here's the resonance plays from Gordo. And the instant overhead, this is good damage.
He's double
dead.
super actually,
He's dead.
double super, yeah. Slash.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I complain about Weiss' supers, folks, the follow-up, the DHC, that is a good super.
That does some damage.
It is gigantic. It's super, super easy to combo into. Yeah, super easy. Get it? Ha, 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 ha. Coming in, Flux up one game. Now, if there's any difference in what that match was, I think it was just raw damage output. And I know it's kind of a weird thing to say because we talk about footsies a lot, we talk about good decisions a lot, but every time LTL got hit, he was dying. And that, I don't know if that is it Flux and is an amazing combo ability, or is it New? What do you think?
It's a little both.
A little both, yeah.
Because, like, it's not even just his combos. Like, you're right about that. But, like, Flux definitely remained in control, and he had 90% of the hits, like, in comparison to LTL. He is not getting very many hits here.
Again, into Spike Chaser, I like how he sets the seal. Very well done.
Just going to back up. Try and force LTL to make a mistake here. Yeah. The 5B. Oh, cross up on the assist, and good confirmed. There was a burst, though.
Almost baited it. He bursted at just the right time.
Doesn't have any partner meter, so yeah, he's going to be negative in that situation. Ooh, 5A stagger pressure. What a stance cancel.
I really like how Flux mixes up his use of 4A and 5A. They're different normals for Weiss, and they have different frame data and different hitbox. Oh!
DP to
not
get
going to
out.
let him get away with that. He saw that working to great effect earlier and he said, nope.
Gets the hit on Gordo, and there's the overhead. Unfortunately, he did not have the partner meter to call the assist to extend, but he still gets the kill.
Now Flux here with sitting pretty on 5 meter, and New, one of the best chip characters in the game. It's going to be really, really tough for LTL.
Yeah, he's only got level 2 resonance plays as well, so look at how slowly, not only his meter, what a DP! He used the DP to be able to dodge because he already air backdash, which means he couldn't block the super.
That was so smart. That was so smart.
What great awareness right there from Flux. He's going to have to deal with the knockdown situation. He finds his way out, and he's got the hit.
LTL with just a sliver of health. It's going to be so hard for him to come back from this, especially against the amazing zoning of Flux. He's so crisp here. I like how he's using EX wheel to pressure and extend his strings.
Right there into the assist, and this should be death. There it is. Flux is looking clean.
Now it's really interesting because we saw LTL play to such great effect earlier in exerting his dominance. You know, he had those amazing normals in comparison to his opponent, but you cannot beat the queen at full screen.
Oh my, that was so good.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
have to, no, you got props for sure. That was so good. I was going to say something, but that one caught me up there. That was legitimate finesse.
Coming into game 3, folks, Flux up 2-0 against LTL. Whoa!
TRM set up because he did push block, but he push blocked the assist and then got thrown.
No, that was so good.
Remember, if you push block the assist, it does not push block the point character. It push blocks the assist.
Yeah, it's whatever you're blocking at the moment. So if 2 characters are on the screen, be aware, guys. You have to push block the one you want to leave your immediate area.
Okay, TP's the throw, trying to get out. LTL, his Gordo is kind of bleeding, but as long as Ruby can put in some work, it might be okay.
In comparison, we've got New 13 sitting in the back, clean 3-meter.
I like that he recognized the reject guard, and then he got the 2B afterwards. The Dragon Punch coming from Flux, though. Oh, with the read. Spike Chaser. Finish it off. Here we go. Oh.
Coming in. Oh, wow. Another early lead for Flux. I just don't know what LTL's plan is against this strategy.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems so strong right there. He had a plan to anti-air right there, but it didn't work out. He's going to activate Resonance right here. Got to get some health back, but once again, only level 2.
Gets air unblockable by the DP, and that's a lot of meter coming on board for LTL, but Method Flux enters back with a DP.
There was a gap in the guard string. Oh, and then there's the throw. This could very well be death here with the DHC. Should be it. That'll do it.
Lead. Clean 3 games for Method Flux. So well played. I love how the dichotomy of these 2 different playstyles came to a head. We've got Flux, so well known for his new play and ideal zoning, and LTL breaking through in this tournament with such great rush down and control over neutral. Unfortunately, it worked out, or fortunately, should I say, it worked out for Method Flux.
Unfortunately for one, fortunately for
the other.
All right, guys. Fortunately for you guys, you're about to see some excellent products coming up here, brought to you by Combo Breaker. Check out the Optic Arena tournament. They're going to have Dragon Ball Fighters for $5,000 extra in the pop bonus, and you can check that out or even attend the tournament. More information over at Optic Arena GG. You can use code TXS, which is Texas Showdown 2018, for 10% off registration. And then up next, Canada Cup 2018. It is taking place in beautiful Ontario, Toronto, in October 26th through the 28th. Super early bird registration is currently open, and you guys can do that at smash.gg/CC 2018. $45. Just a similar price to a lot of the things going on here with the apparel at Combo Breaker, which for the first time ever, you can purchase on combobreaker.org. I personally bought the flannel and the hoodie. Look at how clean my man looks in that flannel. All right. And yo, real talk. Just be warned though. Those pins are legitimately pretty big. So if you order the pins, expect that. Just so you know.
So guys, I just want you to know, I was just educated myself.
Please do tell.
So earlier, and throughout the entire tournament actually, people have been asking, when can I play the DLC characters?
When?
Because,
tell me.
I mean, so the answer is at launch. You get to play those extra 4. Kanji, Platinum, Aurier, and Blake.
At what price?
They are free. The DLC characters are free for all pre-orders of BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle for the first 2 weeks after you pre-order.
I mean, how can you possibly beat that for the DLC? So I do highly recommend pre-ordering in whatever way you like. I'm going to recommend the Collector's Edition, as it comes with a wonderful art book and some pop-up characters that are really high in
steel
quality.
Case too?
Yeah,
I love the
steel case in there as
it's
well.
got the hollow in it. Look forward to the release of the game on 6/5, guys. Just about a week now.
Just as much as I look forward to this match right here between Kid Viper and Flux, we're going into the first round.
Now, we saw Flux playing very, very warm in that last game, but Kid Viper at the same time had that great set against the arm. So I think these players are really at the peak of their game in this. They are just going to come to a head so well.
Yeah, oh my god, such a scary set of pressure, but Flux jumping out, he was able to find his way through.
Sometimes the most intense moments in fighting games are where both players are sitting there and just looking at each other.
Doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, Cliff comes out, there's the assist, but he found his way around Orbos, he got the throw. Full damage, no, a burst.
Oddly enough, throw is one of Weiss's best solo confirms, so it's really important that Kid Viper is willing to burst out of them. Look how much assist meter he's getting back.
Goodness, yeah, I mean, he had bursted and he's already got half of it back. The burst comes out from Flux, and you recognize that he doesn't build it for quite some time because that's just the nature of bursting.
Yeah, locks you out from all assist meter gain. Great anti-air.
What a 5-8!
Like, let's talk about that. What was that?
Oh my god, he recognized he was going to teleport and immediately 5 days. That was insane. A nice Dragon Punch to get out. Reject guard. I like Flux's movement right there. He was looking for the assist, right? He was looking for Fireball, so he just wanted to be able to react. Luckily, Kid Viper did not bite, but now he's got the throw.
Wow, what a throw. Now, I don't think, yeah, there we go, bursts out. White's blessed with one of the best bursts in the game, in my opinion. It comes in a unique angle. It's got like a really weird hitbox, and it recovers so fast.
Using the Jocko to continue the combo. He doesn't have any more meter than this, but this is good enough. Oh, wow. Tried to jump out, and the burst is going to get punished, but oh, he went into crash. That should be death.
Oh, no, he did get the Marvelous.
See, that extra 560 damage matters sometime, guys.
Bursts out of the throw combo, all right. Flux down to just a sliver.
He's going to bring Weiss in. He's got to let New get that health back. He's also got to find time to be able to build that resonance Blaze meter, and because New is so low, it might only be in combos.
He's dead.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
I'll stop saying he's dead. It doesn't seem to be working out very well. I don't sound very educated when I say that, and I'm just wrong.
It's okay. We all do it, especially me.
Method Flux approaching Resonance level 3. He just needs to use an assist to level it up. Unfortunately, Kid Viper is looking for that.
Yeah, that's why he's trying to only use the new assist in combos or a block streak situation. Oh my god, she had enough health to be able to survive. Earlier, she could not do that. He still needs to use the assist a few more times to be able to get the resonance, but he also wants to get Weiss out.
Look at their management of their health. They've managed to keep all 4 characters alive with this much health, right?
There's only 25 seconds on the clock. Check that out. Who's winning? Oh, it's now Flux, possibly. Resonance Blaze can change that into his favor if he checks out the timer.
At the same time, he's 1 super away from losing both characters. He needs to be incredibly careful. He's using Resonance to extend the clock.
Yeah, he's also got to watch out about the chip damage. Oh, an anti-air. He is looking good.
Not quite enough meter to follow this up, though.
I like the change right there. That allowed it. Oh, my God, the throw. Full damage.
Definitely unburstable. Doesn't kill. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about playing Hyde is his solo damage is not exactly the hottest, but he got the burst.
He's got 10 seconds. He needs to Resonance Blaze or else he's going to get time.
Yeah, he has to Resonance Blaze and get a little bit of chip damage. It's going to extend the timer for another 13 seconds, unfortunately, for Flux, but as long as he keeps him at a terrible health range, he should be okay.
He doesn't have level 4, so unfortunately the chip isn't going to come super fast, but Hyde is down to the very, very last life.
Okay, 7 seconds. Oh, but he got the 2A catching him run forward.
I know KV was looking for that counter poke. That was a really, really well executed jab from Flux. No, it was really well done.
Yeah, he actually hadn't attempted to stop KV from running forward
in like that
once.
Before. Yeah, no, that
so
was really good.
That just had to have caught him every type of off guard.
Game 2, guys. Flux picking up. Now, Flux always seems to win the first game. I don't know what it is.
I mean, hey, if it wins him the set, I think that's just fine.
Oh, wow. Was that actually a case of the assist messing up Hazama's combo?
Possibly. Possibly. It's hard to say, but that link is also hard right there after the throw.
No, yeah, for sure. Weiss player myself, and I really much struggle with that one. Into Pale Bringer. All right.
Gets the knockdown right there. Nice. He jumped out of the mix-up situation, so he didn't have to block any specific ways.
Wow, look at this chain pressure at a distance and from up close from Hazama. This is one of the beautiful things about the character. He's really always in control, no matter what distance he's at.
Yeah, he is threatening regardless of where he is, because he can always get to you. Okay, tried to keep him controlled as well. Nice, good damage here. Burst will eventually come out, or he's going to switch in whatever possible way he can.
I actually think
there
Flux,
it is.
Yeah, Flux stopped the combo there because he was looking to bait the burst.
Yeah, he just didn't have the partner meter when he thought he did, I guess.
Flux, though, getting in some damage on Hyde now. Hazama is regenerating, but not at the rate that Hyde is losing it. So, KV going to have to make some plays. Push block into 5B.
Yeah,
the Lord and Savior of New.
Jumps over the assist.
Wow, really nice. Whoa.
Unable to punish, though. You were talking about how strong that Weiss
burst
is.
Super good.
That angle specific. Oh, he got around it thanks to the stance.
And actually, on the topic of unique bursts, a lot of the BlazBlue characters have like a completely vertical one that comes straight down that's pretty easy to beat.
You can use a head invulnerable move through it, or you can jump over it.
Yeah, you can. Pretty easy to bait burst in this game, but you do have to make the effort.
Strong corner carry right there from that Hyde super, but Flux forward techs out. Weiss is on life support, but I think he's okay with that as he's probably going to get the kill. No, he drops it. Doesn't it plays. And Spike Chaser. Got
I
him.
was so much looking forward to another Hyde KV run back, but Flux is not letting him have it.
Oh, Flux is playing so well, controlling everything KV does. You know, it's really funny, too, because Hazama, when he's on the screen, it always looks like he is put Flux in like jail, basically.
Yeah.
He's got him under block stun a lot of the time.
Wrapping him
but
up
Flux keeps composed and gets out so often.
He's been playing New for years. And I think with that, it's not so much the character experience, but more the training and composure, right? He's learned to stay calm, playing with a high reward zoner. Whoa.
It looked like he had jumped up to take it, but unfortunately he did not. Actually.
Beautiful throw. That was really cool.
2A link. Yep. Very difficult something.
Nice little pressure sequence from Flux here. He's got that seal, threatening, changing his pressure string.
Oh, but the throw counter right there. He got him trying to do the seal, but he drops the combo. Unfortunate for KV. The Dragon Punch is going to get Flux back into that offensive situation. Nice anti-air. It's a strong button from Hazama for sure.
Flux definitely trying to work around Hazama 2B. Well, yeah.
Hard to work around when a button that big.
Yeah, and it's fast too.
Okay, chain comes in. Oh, he tried to get the crash, but he was too far away. He canceled his chain earlier than he probably wanted. Oh, there's the burst. It came out. I think he tried
did 2B. Yeah, he did 2B
rather
because he was
5B.
saying in his head, 2B is an anti-air. Not
yeah.
Weiss, sir.
Weiss is one of the few characters, there are a couple other like this, that use 5B as an anti-air rather than 2B.
This is looking so good for Flux. A clean 3-0 against Kid Viper of all players.
Oh my god, yo, that's... He's in his face! Okay, he got out. Oh, and he got the hit right there.
This
That's great.
This is going to be so much damage. If you guys don't know, this is so much damage.
Hazama does an incredible amount of solo damage by himself, and thanks to Resonance Blaze, he gets all the meter back from having done it.
And it freezes the Resonance timer. He's available in Resonance to do it again on the next hit.
Right, he's got the 4 meters on deck. He had to use one of it for the push block, unfortunately, so now he only has 3 bar. No more Resonance for Kid Viper. Oh, got the counter hit. There it is.
Goes in a command grab immediately. This isn't going to be quite as high because he's not in Resonance, but it's still going to be really good.
And a knockdown, which is very important here. No forward tag. Oh, he gets it on the overhead. The block on the burst, but no punish. Unfortunately, there's a DP, and you can't get out of this, sir.
Now, New actually has one of the hardest bursts in the game to bait, and he did it.
Oh, he got the hit. He couldn't Resonance Blaze, and Kid Viper coming back from nothing.
Damn.
Now, Resonance Blaze isn't even a particularly strong comeback tool either.
No, it doesn't.
He had to do that.
It does not give you a tremendous amount of health regain because it caps out.
Yes.
You cannot gain over your current existing red health. So there is a limit to how much you're getting back. At the same time, with the level system, if you're not playing aggressively with assist and neutral, it ends up being unfavorable for your anchor character.
So Kid Viper had to come back all the way through sheer force of will and excellent decision making. And he did exactly that. What an anti-air!
A very, very tense round already for these two players, even with the health being so high. The tiniest mistake against both of these very, very high damage teams could be the round. They don't want to make any mistakes or be caught unaware.
Flux definitely looks like he's not going to be caught unaware anytime soon. He has complete control of the pace of the match until that anti-air right there. That might allow Kid Viper to move forward. Oh, counter hit? Yeah. Unfortunately, you do not get a combo off that in this game like you do in Central Fiction.
Coming through, Flux hoping to kill Hazama.
What an excellent 5B right there. He stopped Kid Viper from doing exactly what it wanted. The partner gauge is coming back, so he can burst soon, and Flux is looking for it.
Weiss's normals in this pressure game are just so good. She has great control over strings, and look at this. Such technique.
Oppression. The corner is my zone, and he's going to be able to get Weiss out of there. She'll get some health back along with Hazama, but hey, this is still great for Flux.
He's got meter to push block. He's got all the defensive resources he could ask for. Kid Viper is going to have to stage a legend in the making to make this happen.
I guess we did see it last game, right?
Yeah, we did.
He's at level 4 Resonance. This character's going down.
Here comes High.
This is his boy. Resonance, he's going to try and wait to use it as long as he can. It's going to suck, but he has to do it if he wants to make the comeback. There's so much health on the side of Flux. Yeah, he recognized that he was going to be put in a very disadvantageous position.
Now, here's an opportunity for Flux to spend that bar. He can block string into Legacy. Oh, he gets the hit. That's a good start. This might actually... Maybe?
No, he's only got 2 bar. He can't kill.
Maybe? Not quite.
Oh, wow, he got the low and then the block on the overhead, but that is negative. Oh, and he gets hit low.
Clipped by
Flux
reverse wheel.
Coming all the way back. He lost his first match in this top 8 to a very close match to the man walking up on stage right now, SKD, and he wants his run back.
This will be losers finals, guys. So Method Flux versus Panda Global SKD.
But a congratulations to Kid Viper for making it to 4th place with some incredible play. He looked like he had maybe possibly, well, in with Flux, him and Flux probably have some of the best movement and zoning full screen decision making I've seen so far.
And we have to consider that their output definitely isn't inflated by some top tiers. Coming into losers final, guys, if you remember, Panda Global SKD, famous for that Ruby Jin, identical team to Fenrich, actually. If you guys were watching the exhibition last night, we saw a little bit of the mirror. It's intense.
He played Gordo.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Played Gordo.
Game's not out yet.
What an OS! What an option select! And you're going to see some option selects from SKD, as he is very well known for trying to figure those out and breaking Arx's game as he comes in with Jin and Ruby.
I think there's only one right now. It's like fuzzy reject. You jump and throw tech at the same time.
Yeah. Some other people also found that around the same time he did as well. Pretty interesting and pretty rare for someone to find an OS around the same time as he does.
Yeah, normally he's like miles ahead.
But, I mean, people are loving this game so much that they're labbing it out as much as SKD.
People are still playing the beta. Playing the beta.
Well, we're about to see this matchup that we saw earlier. It was so close before. Let's see if Flux has made the necessary adjustments. He challenged right there, but wow, what a confirm. And what a challenge.
No, yeah, that was really, really good for SKD.
He's going to be able to get new 13 in there, but yeah, it's going to be so difficult for him to fight the speed of Ruby because she is always going to be on you.
And he's got the backup, right? 236B from Jin or his 6P assist.
Yep.
Such a great control over neutral tool, especially as he can run forward and block with Ruby to protect the projectile.
Wow, yeah, he tried to punish the change, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too late. At the very least, he got the block stun for it, and it got him forward. Okay, stagger pressure, yeah. Finally, he reject guards. Now, you'll notice from a lot of SKD's matches is he does not use his meter for reject guard very often, but when he feels like it's necessary, he'll bust it out.
Another thing that SKD has found complete control over is Ruby 4P. Such an amazing assist, not only as a poke, but also kind of as a whiff punish tool. It's just one of the best anti-airs in the game, and you find it on a button that's not connected to your character. It's really a dream come true.
It's also a dream come true that Flux is able to find these characters that work with his playstyle so well.
And they're both the characters that he really likes, like earnestly likes,
yes. Right? Oh, I got the punish on the DP. He was just on the other side, unfortunately. And now I want to take note of Flux's resonance plays. He has not been using his assist very often. He's at level 1.
Level 1. I mean, that might be part of the reason that he's been forced to play new point almost all game, because Weiss took so much damage early on, he couldn't risk bringing her out and exposing her to random hits in neutral where he would have lost her right away.
Yeah, and he's bursting so much that he can hardly ever use it in combos as well.
It's that kind of intricacy about the reward of the assist system that I really, really like about this game. I think it's super deep in that you can intensely control the pace of the match just on the way you call assists.
And I mean, SKD has been calling assists so well, able to push Flux into every bad possible situation, and that's going to kill that character. Level 2 only for Flux.
SKD.
Nice read that guard, and you got the whip punish. Flux coming back in.
He's got the seal into the follow-up and the cross-up overhead.
It was a cross-up overhead, my guy. Resonance comes out, but the 6P. What an excellent assist. Takes so long. Nice block, reject guard.
He's only at level 2. Like you were saying earlier, Isaiah, this is just so punishing regarding the amount of resources that he's not going to
But that's okay because he got the hit. But now we're going to see the anchor.
Now, Flux's health at this... Oh, no!
Oh, my God, no way. Flux came back.
Oh, he got hit. He just got raw hit.
I mean, you know, that stagger pressure was so scary for SKD to deal with that he started to jump. He started to press buttons. He just wasn't too sure about having to block right there. And if he knew that if he made one wrong decision, he lost the game. So he really wanted to get out. And Flux preyed upon that despite the fact that he had all odds against him.
That's Flux's instinct as a player. He's a hunter. He's going to find and chase you down, and he's going to shoot you, right?
With swords.
With swords. Second match here, I'm really, really curious what kind of adaptations SKD is going to make. He had a couple really good calls. It just seemed like Flux had one too many.
Yeah, I mean, it could possibly be that he, you know, as long as he does not have to burst too often, that might be the game changer right there. Yeah, so that allowed him to get another point of resonance plays. He's going to have to use the assist a couple more times. Oh, but the cross-up.
Great hit, and this is going to be, burst into the corner. But so now, if you guys aren't familiar, there is a tech system in cross-tag battle. You can choose which direction that you tech in.
That's right.
And unlike BlazBlue, all the options are fully invulnerable. If you're familiar with like Marvel, it might be a good comparison.
Yeah, you can roll in Marvel and it's fully invulnerable, whereas in BlazBlue, when you roll, you're not fully invulnerable.
But in this game, cross-tag battle, you can forward, emergency tech, the whole thing's invulnerable. You can use it to escape the corner in some situations.
And escaping the corner allowed Flux to get this counter hit on SKD and a lot of good damage. Ruby is on life support. He's trying to find a way to get Jin in, but air unblockable DP.
Now, one thing about this, though, for SKD, he's actually a lot more comfortable than he looks because look how he's holding on to Jin. He's saying, this is the true metagame. You have to beat this character in the back line, and Ruby is just a wall that you have to get through to get there.
Well, it looks like he changed up that game plan as Flux has made him so flustered.
It's tough. It's really tough fighting Weiss. You know, she's got these huge sweet spots on her normals where you just can't contest her at all.
Oh, my God! Ah, there it is, the crash. That's a lot of damage. Excellent, because it was the character by itself. It did less than 4K minimum. Oh, wow, what a punish on the chain.
Great hit, burst. Oh, gets anti. That's actually...
that was automatic. He was already doing that.
I think that was like the game right there in a moment. If you had a snapshot...
I don't know. He got the hit there just a moment ago, and we've seen how strongly he can come back. The super's not going to land, but he is just putting Ruby on life support. Big hit for SKD, though. No knockdown.
There's not a lot Flux. Oh,
punish on the Dragon Punch. Yeah, he finished it off nice and easy.
All right. No, he's good. He's good. Now, interestingly enough, SKD actually plays this game on stick. And how odd is that? That the game designed for pad players, the pad player would play stick on, but in the game designed for sticks, he plays pad on.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one. Yeah, honestly. It's very odd. There's only one other game that he plays stick on, regularly, I should say, and it's Guilty Gear.
Coming through, nice little pressure sequence from SKD.
Oh, that is terrifying, yeah.
Oh, God.
Immediate burst from Flux right there. He was trying to make sure that Weiss did not take too much. But now this is where the speed of Ruby comes into play. Now, you were talking about how you can't beat the Queen full screen. However, SKD's Ruby can make it so that she's never full screen.
Never full screen, right? Because close range is half screen for Ruby.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, one
thing to try and punish? No.
Oh, actually gets a punish on it.
Finally!
Puts herself into the corner. Yeah, this actually, look at the damage, Isaiah. This is enormous.
Dead. Oh, he couldn't DHC because Weiss was still there, so that allowed Ruby to stay alive. A kill right there would have been amazing for Flux because it would have only had SKD at level 2 resonance and very little meter.
Now he can kind of stretch the game. Wow, you can say it looks like a frame trap.
Okay, dropping the combo, unfortunately, though, but he gets another hit. And he is looking strong.
Flux so dominant in this round. Both of those green life bars in comparison to SKD's pools of red. SKD is very much searching for a solution to new zoning.
I guess he's just not finding it so far. He finally got his way in, but like, how long will that last? Flux is looking for the crash. Oh, and he finally showed it.
Gets the Marvelous. All right.
4,560.
Great presence of mind, and actually baits the burst as well, but unfortunately not able to.
Oh, what a block! So important.
And he did 4A in an attempt to punish the overhead, actually, but wasn't quite fast enough.
Yeah, it's so difficult to be able to do it because it's such a fast move that you don't even react to the fact that it even had happened.
Those 10 shimmies. 10 shimmies for the price of one. Was that right there?
Jump A, yep. Oh, the Rubius is trying to help out there. And SKD has found his way back from very bad situations so far.
Yeah, he's kept himself alive. Actually, we're down to 66 seconds, Isaiah. We could be looking at a timeout if this goes any longer.
Yeah, it's very possible that that could happen. And of course, it's going to be a very slow game as Flux is someone who zones quite a bit and runs away very often.
SKD also very aggressive about using push block when he needs it.
Oh, what excellent air normals, and he has access to Jin, so he can get the full combo here. This should kill.
Bursts out the second the cross combo activated. Very good choice.
Yeah, I think SKD probably should have went for the super instead that time. I know he wanted the meter, but guaranteeing the kill on the character is so much more important.
35 seconds left, guys.
32. Trying to push him out of the way of his corner so he can teleport. Is that a punish? He DPs through. What a god!
That's the second time we've seen Flux do.
And he got the character kill. He's going to jump over it. He got the overhead, but the Resonance comes out. So now we are going to see a lot of chip damage. There it is. 1 HP, but he's going to keep him controlled. Oh, DP's going to get punished. That's all right. He's still got his Resonance plays.
He can chip the rest away.
He's going to dodge through it.
Nice. Very good use of Resonance.
Oh, is that a punish? Okay, I was real worried for SKD for a moment there.
The one and only time we'll ever see Toga punish.
Oh, he was running, so yeah, that's going to hit, but he's going to get that life back, and he's got Resonance level 4, so he's got the meter. Huge damage here.
He doesn't have enough meter. Meanwhile...
Oh! It does hit 360 degrees, and it has ever since CT when this character was introduced.
Flux looking very disappointed with the result of that last game, but this is losers finals. This is losers finals.
He wants it all, and he wants it now.
In some ways, losers finals is way more intense than winners finals for me because these men have no lifeline.
Yeah, no, there's no chance.
They have nothing. This is it. They have to bet or go home.
Yeah, he's got to adapt right now. He has got to stop the onslaught from SKD. Otherwise, he's gone.
Already trapping Flux's Weiss into the corner.
Oh, the 60 coming out, and yeah, that forces Flux to be able to jump right there, which is exactly what SKD wants.
Gets clipped by the car. Oh, no!
It's that burst, and he got it. Yeah, you were talking about how normally difficult it is to get new 13's burst, but there it is. He was able to do so. Perfectly
executed by SKD. This is just such a turnaround from the previous game. Wow, combos in there. All right.
Yeah, whenever you hit a character with Crash while they're in the air, it just knocks down. Always. Ooh, what a TP to get out of pressure. Trying to set himself back up for success.
SKD sitting pretty on 5 meter and level 3 Resonance, so Flux has so much ground to make up. I almost wonder if he's going to choose to block string into Legacy Edge, try to steal some time. I don't know, but it looks like he's just kind of trying to footsie it out.
I think he's oh my god, what a cross-up! He hasn't shown that option yet. Oh no, Weiss can't save her now!
New coming out, she's health, oh no, Weiss coming out, sorry. She's got Resonance level 2, so not a whole lot. Wow, Fabuki.
What an excellent assist, and it's going to take an absolute miracle for Flux to make this comeback. What a push block. Okay, so he's going to get his health. He jumps out of the situation. Can he fight his way out of the corner at the very least? Oh my god!
What was... Oh no, come on, guys. You can do it.
No, SKD recognizes all he has to do is block. He doesn't need to force anything. Yeah, there's a big hit right there. He's not going to build a lot of meter because he just reject guard, so the meter takes a little bit to come back, but he has cross combo.
He's going to get the overdrive version of his super.
Resonance plays Scythe. Still not enough, but...
There's not a whole lot Flux can do here. He does have 5 meter, but with that amount of health, there's nothing really to gamble with.
Yeah, I think Flux is just going to go all in on a couple of these things. There's 90 seconds left on the clock, so... Oh!
There's the shot. SKD taking it 3-1, guys, but let's get a hand for our competitor, Flux, taking third.
Good stuff to Flux. And I mean, every match he showed, even in this one, he had strong full screen zoning. He had excellent movement, and his decision making was so good for most of the time. But unfortunately, it just was not strong enough to take down the beast that is SKD.
All of his matches are always such high octane. He's always making great decisions and great calls. He gets some perfect DPs. So masterfully
He
done.
had maybe 2 that went wrong for him.
Maybe two. Maybe two.
Like,
So coming up next, guys, we've actually got grand finals for you. Justin, the unsung hero and up-and-coming leader of the BB Tag community, if anything, if this tournament...
I mean, yeah, if he's able to take this over SKD again, that's gonna set
the tone of the community.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, SKD, a lot to prove here. He's coming into losers. He's got to win 6 games.
That's right, yeah. He doesn't have to win them straight, luckily, but still, it's a lot to work with.
Some people ask me if finals are going to be 4 out of 7, and I was like, no. If you can't win in 3 games, I'm sorry.
3 out of 5 is exactly enough for this game.
Yeah, it's perfect, because any longer would be kind of a slog, but 3 has like a really, really nice balance.
Definitely. So there it is, Justin coming in with a team that a lot of people weren't expecting. You know, everybody was like, oh, yes, right now the character variety is looking a little scary with Ruby being so strong, with Gordo being everywhere. But we saw one Gordo. We saw, and now we see Chie and Linne, a character that characters that hardly anybody even talks about, on the winner's side here in Grand Finals.
There's something about, I don't know, there's something about Justin. He has like a magic to him, right? Like it's just, I don't know what it is. Like what other games does he play?
That boy is smart.
I can't identify, like, you know how you can archetype types of play? Oh, he's a BlazBlue player, and you look at like the way he plays and you understand his decision making. Justin is just, he's a unique, he's a singularity.
That boy is smart.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Is this a button check?
No, we're in there.
Oh, okay. That was just some very interesting neutral from Ruby.
Well, yeah, you know, he's got to be, so like Justin has to not commit to too much, right? Because Ruby, with one opportunity, with one moment, can hit you at so many different angles. So he's being very careful about pressing buttons and moving around. However, SKD is still on him. He got the burst.
Amazing burst punish by SKD, and this is a really, really harsh round for Justin already. I mean, he has 6 games to gamble on, but...
What a way to get out.
Yeah, and SKD is not a competitor. He wants to do that.
Okay, EX2 to keep him in there. He got the throw. That's just a little bit more damage. Oh, drops it though.
Whittling him away, 2,000 health at a time.
It's so weird that that's her 5P in this game, because that was a special move in Under Night.
And now it's just there, on a button, on demand.
Ooh, nice Dragon Punch on demand to be able to get him out of the corner there. The 6P helping with the pressure. His change got overheaded, but who cares?
Yeah, honestly, at this point, look, he's stuck.
What defense? Ah! Okay, finally getting the hit here, SKD.
This 6P pressure from SKD is just so abhorrently strong. Even Justin is struggling to find an answer to it. I don't really think there's much that can be done.
Yeah, well, I mean, regardless of whatever that pressure is, he's kept his characters way more healthy than SKD has.
Yeah, I mean, look at Ruby, just barely alive there on the back line.
Full conversion off of this, and I believe he has access to the assist still. Okay, he's going to keep it easy into CHC. No, he didn't have the meter. Oh, but the crash will seal the deal on the character.
Now, Justin stuck at level 3 resonance here. I really like how SKD managed to kill the character and close it out before the level 4 was a threat. Oh my god, power charge.
Yeah, it's so great that Chie gets the power charge in the middle of her combos in this game.
Such patience for both players. They're really looking for any... Oh, wow.
Yeah, he could have killed, but he had to stop because of the threat of the 6P, the Ice Sword.
I wonder if he could have supered.
Oh, what a hit. Very big. He's got 4 bars, so he's going to... Oh, he can't do it from that range. Resonance comes out. Ruby's down. Meteors. Yeah, nice reject guard. He's got access to so many togas.
What's this going to be? Oh, that rising jump B.
I guess maybe he jumped and got clipped trying to jump because there is jump startup, and he was standing. So
I thought I saw the overhead arrow.
I didn't see. Well, maybe I'm blind.
I don't know what it is, but the arrows, they really stand out to me. Maybe it's because I just appreciate Arxis's
No,
effort.
I absolutely love the arrows
No,
because
it's
it
super good
teaches
system.
people what just happened to me. Because there's a lot of situations where you can't tell the mix-up, so you just sometimes need that help. Big hit for SKD to start out right now, coming in. Ooh, going into the 6B assist.
Unfortunately, messes up the throw confirm. Look at him, he's just stuck there, frozen in time.
Not any longer, not after that DP. He's gonna get the crash and he got out of there. Marvelous.
Another great timing. Justin is just looking, oh, what excellent block on the Ruby instant overhead.
He blocked and then immediately went for the challenge. He understood that it was negative.
Oh, no!
Oh my god, it got the burst
no!
too! SKD!
The highest reward 1 meter ever spent in the history of BlazBlue cross tag battles. Great
Nice block on the
overhead.
crash, and yeah, recognizing that he can punish that.
Wow, I think that's like the first time I've seen somebody actually get a clean ass play.
Oh my god, thank you to Marvelous for the invitation to Marvelous Capcom Infinite.
Infinite.
But unfortunately, we are playing a much better Marvel game right now. Pensive trying to find his way through. Justin does not have a lot of health, so he can't make too many bad mistakes. He's got the partner meter to work. Wow! Pushing him to the corner with all that EX.
Look at this, he's got almost all of his assist meter, but ooh, oh no, another!
Oh, the assist getting clipped by it, but the DP to finally get out. SKD using it beautifully. Oh, that Persona getting hit numerous times is eventually going to be the death of that character because it's going to keep her at such low health. It may not kill her out directly because it can't, but it'll be close.
SKD coming through, he's got all the bar that he needs. Justin,
Oh!
that assist call made the game.
Justin is getting just a little bit too antsy and attempting to use his assist to start his offense, but he had such low health, he couldn't afford that risk. But
It's so weird to think that sometimes, even though you've got only one character out at a time, you could win the entire game with one well-played super.
you gotta make sure you manage your resources correctly, and SKD has definitely managed Justin's decision-making very well.
We're rolling into game 3 here, guys. PG SKD up 2, Justin's 1. However, Justin is in winners, so SKD will need to play an additional 3 games after this, should he close out a 3-0.
Yeah, and I mean, he's looking poised to do exactly that. Nice challenge, though. He recognized that the guard stun was over, so he's going to be able to get the corner. He does not get the link because he was just too far away.
Really good use of advancing guard by PG SKD to escape the corner there against EX Kuga.
There's that change, and what an excellent option that is. Nice combo.
Coming through, Justin hoping to re-secure the corner. Whoa! All right, SKD free to Linne overhead, it seems.
Unfortunately getting thrown there, however, and so now where Justin was looking like he could not handle it, he is now in the lead.
SKD cannot let him get started. This is one of the best offensive sequences I've seen a player capable of outputting in my history of commentating fighting games, Isaiah. This man has a mastery over output and performance when on the attack. And SKD is kind of crumbling on it.
Yeah, no, SKD is somebody known for his level of reactions and his strong defense, right? So the fact that he's gotten a lot of hits on SKD while he's trying to defend,
That means so much. That means
speaks
so much.
volumes.
Coming through, blocks the cross-up. Oh, but the third cross-up actually gets hit.
And another cross-up finally working out right there for SKD.
When's he gonna burst in? He can't afford another hit.
Oh, he got one, but no full conversion, and that's great for Justin. He's probably gonna get Linne in as soon as he can. Meteors, and he's gonna do it here maybe? No. Wow, Ruby got around the Meteors. There's the counter to get out. Linne comes in safe.
Great defense from Justin. He's hoping to escape this without taking too much damage.
Oh! What a smart throw to get around the assist.
That was ideal.
Incredible decision making right there from Justin. This is high level play. Oh, arrows of ice, no! Not high enough.
But I mean, he's okay. He got the other character. He's got level 4 resonance on the back line. He just needs to keep Chie blocking, wear out this resonance.
It's great for SKD,
Wow,
but
get another
Justin
hit.
has to be sweating. Oh no, the God Hand hit.
Instant resonance? What are we going to see?
No, he's waiting just a little bit. There it is. He wants it right next to him. He's going to build that meter for the supers, but the throw comes out. Can he kill? He's got 5, but
God Hand?
he can't cancel into God Hand anymore, so this has to kill. It didn't do it. 1, 2, one more. Do it again. And he's going to have another set here in a minute. There it is. He's got the second one.
Come on, boys. Show me your bets.
Oh, the Meteor's got him. He's going to get full conversion here, and that'll do it because he set up the Ice Star.
That I think actually that was an attempt to beat it. It looked like he set out the star to protect himself from the meteors. Or it was input, and I'm giving way too much credit. But.
Well, no. I think he didn't mean to set out the star, but I don't think it was meant to beat the meteors. I think it was to set up like a checkmate situation, right? Because he had way more health than Justin did. Because he had set him at 1 health with chip damage.
Definitely. He's saying, come to me.
Yeah, exactly. He was trying to force the situation out of Justin, but Justin having the bar, recognizing that situation, and capitalizing beautifully just like right now.
Look at the zoning from the Chie jump persona attack. This is really great use of her character-specific tools. The persona characters really translated pretty well into this game, even without the card system. Great block on the burst, but unfortunately unable to punish.
But that's still fine because he was able to keep him in block stuns. Justin's still sitting pretty all right.
Both players with a healthy character and a wounded one, but it looks like Chie might meet her end here. No assist.
He did not have any partner meter, but the crash should do it. He doesn't even need to get an excellent.
Didn't even try. Didn't waste the mental energy on the Marvelous.
Well, he had to think about what was going to come up because this Linnae still has a lot of health. She still has to be dealt with.
Luckily, Ruby 4P is a great avenue to taking away at some of that health. Push blocks out. He doesn't want to deal with Jin. SKE, though, very willing to play patient neutral. You know, this is kind of Jim's optimal zoning, so.
Oh no. Something's wrong with Justin's controller.
Uh-oh.
And it just disconnected.
All right, guys.
That's
nobody likes that.
An absolute heartbreaker, dude. A disconnect right there. So hold on, we're just trying to get a ruling on.
We are getting the ruling.
Yeah, SKD and okay, so they're gonna play it out. That looks to be the case. Here we go.
So as the game is,
it is for money.
This is for money. Okay, don't worry about it. So yeah, guys,
oh, the crash! It catches him. The Marvelous could kill. Yeah.
There we go. Exactly now that was definitely a huge break in momentum for Justin, right? Before anything else, not even the game, that was a break in momentum for him because he was able to play, really at full speed. He had a lot of games to throw away to get knowledge, some experience in the matchup, but that's a sour taste on it.
Yeah, and he's going to be going into a bracket reset with that sour taste in his mouth. That means he has no games on the table for himself, and SKD is looking like he is real into it right now.
He's got the hoodie up. He went out and got the Panda Global hoodie because he said, you know what? If I'm going to play my best, I'm going to do it repping my team.
Got to rep that brand similar to how we're repping these ARC system
works hobbies.
Girl.
I love wearing these. It's so nice. Make me feel real. I feel like a real person.
Almost as real as this offense coming out of Justin right now. He has been keeping SKD on the ropes so often. And there's the counter.
He chicken blocked the Fubuki. That was wonderful.
Ooh, nice assist called the challenge. So basically what Justin did right there is he himself blocked the 6P assist from Jin while the assist took care of the Ruby point. Oh, nice DP.
Justin not swayed by that controller dysfunction. This is really looking like that had never happened at all. He's playing with the kind of ferocity that it's got.
Oh, what a block on the overhead, but he didn't get the punish, but that's okay as long as he is not going. Oh no, I spoke too soon.
Always rough blocking out a hit stun. It's just one of those things.
You're definitely not ready for it, and it's especially hard to be ready for it when it's a move like that.
Shimmies from Linnae. Is this like the shimmy game? Is that what it's going to evolve into? Is just more Kid Vipers and Justin's shimmying all day?
When you have that level of movement on the forward dash because you don't have a walk, you cover a lot of ground. Shimmying is actually very strong. The burst not being super effective, but it still did its job.
Loving how Justin is just patiently waiting here. This is a great change in pace. The biorhythm of these two characters definitely had synced up at one point, but he's managed to break that. It's his advantage.
Oh, and he got a hit on the assist, and he started his offense for a minute. He's trying to get around the 6P, but no dice. Stagger pressure from SKD.
SKD with a lot more bar and level 4 resonance because of Justin's patience, though. That's how it's turned out.
Oh yeah, that DP is completely safe.
You're stuck, buddy. Nothing to be done about that.
6P coming out. Not a lot of health on the side. Yeah, I was going to say, it's coming soon. Oh, what a DP to challenge the crash right there. Oh, he was in the air, so that crash wasn't actually going to confirm. Burst comes out. Nice throw tag, and there's the... Oh, my God.
What an option immediately after throw tag. Oh. SKD seeming to have mastered the spacing on Crash. That was just so well spelled. Ah!
That was a combo. Just want you to know that.
Marvelous.
That was a combo.
Why not? Why not?
Know your place, Jin says.
But yeah, comboing into Marvelous is actually a really interesting mechanic. You can combo it on any standing opponent, and it will get the cutscene attack.
Yeah.
So even if they're in hit stun from a variety of different things, if you have something that restands them, like Ice or Gadget Finger, you can combo into it and get the free extra bar.
They have to be grounded. They cannot be in the air. Otherwise, it's a knockdown. It knocks them down. This is coming out, using that normal to make sure that the assist gets to that point. The Fubuki helping out. There comes the burst.
Whoa.
Oh, no. Unfortunate for SKD, and this is great for Justin. He got the link that time.
All right.
Yeah, he missed that last time. You know, I'm pretty sure that setup is supposed to beat DP, but I think maybe it was just a little too close that time.
Yeah, or maybe a little bit too slow. It could be either or.
Trying to punch himself to get out.
No, okay, he was inside of the sword.
Ooh, Fubuki's going to help SKD out, though, and oh my god, I cannot overstate how strong Jin's assists are.
Oh, look at this man. Oh, runs back into the corner. Very well done. Oh, doesn't quite get the full combo, though.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for
Hits
SKD.
GA. Oh, no, yeah. Forced to reject out. She didn't want her buddy to die.
Nice block on the overhead, though, and he finally got out of the corner. What defense? Whoa!
What
you threw?
That is the second time that I've... Oh, baits the burst, too, but unable to get a punish. Jin's incoming burst just seems to be a little bit too fast recovering.
What a great reversal super. SKD talks about how that's like how reversal super is actually very strong in this game. Okay, he's gonna be able to get the knockdown here. Thanks to the partner, he gets a stronger knockdown. Yeah, he's got a block, but oh my god, Linnae was still there, and so she took damage from that. SKD taking it to the bank.
Really curious what Justin's plan is here. He's got not a lot of meter and not a lot of health.
He also only has level 3 resonance in comparison to SKD's level 4, but he got the hit here. The assist just barely missing, unfortunately. Oh, wow. The switch in his face?
What's he going to do? He needs to... Oh, no. Come on, guys.
It's so scary right there. And yeah, finally Shia is going to go down. Then come in with level 3 resonance, blocking the Fubuki, hitting the jam.
I like that. She just kind of slapped him on the way out. Like, get out of here.
Yo, get out of here, he says. You're right.
Normal is just making a mess of Jin on the incoming, and Ruby actually falling prey to Justin's throw.
I tried to backdash the incoming attack, it looks like. Oh, and he got the hit right there. Justin.
First game in the reset, up 1.
Yeah, definitely a slow and very difficult game to play against SKD. Very hard to be able to do that exact thing.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Game 2, folks.
There you go. He's got the hit on the pinwheel. The assist trying to help, but he missed it again. That's the second time, and it could be to a huge detriment.
We're just updating the score for you guys. Wait, no.
Unfortunately, something's going on with the scoreboard right now, but it's fine.
It is a measure of our attention span.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
There we go. Into Power Charge. Now, if you guys don't know, Power Charge actually recovers incredibly fast, so block stringing into it is a great choice because not only does it amp up your damage, but it creates an ambiguous situation of advantage.
He had to get Linnae in there, unfortunately, though, but he's still got kind of a life lead because Ruby is on life support on the side of SKD.
Just a little bit of health left for Ruby. He needs to be very, very careful about... Well, actually, you know, I say that, but Brave Burst.
That Dragon Punch is getting bodied.
Slick. Oh, wow. Oh, gets the DP out.
Oh, and then the crash.
It's tough because you're paying so much attention to the assist.
Yes.
You know, it comes out and you're like, oh, I have to deal with that thing, and then all of a sudden, bam, crashed. You're getting overheaded.
SKD using the system mechanics masterfully.
Push blocks out, causing the crash to whiff. Well done.
Oh, but another one, yeah.
That time.
Justin is really crash happy right now. Oh, yeah. What an excellent wake-up super. It's just, there's so many good reasons to use it.
I mean, it's invincible in this game. Why'd they make it invincible? Oh, into cross combo.
This could very well be death. He's not building a lot of meter, unfortunately, though. So, yeah, it just...
Chooses to go for the EX.
Power up into resonance. Yo, this is the most powerful Chie I've ever seen, but the slowest health and meter recovery because that was level 1 resonance.
Oh, no.
You see the power of having to use assist. If you're not using assist to get that resonance up, your last character is going to struggle
It's almost like she went to get her meat bowl, right? And they said, "I'm sorry, we're sold out.
We're just out."
So we're sold out. There's nothing for you here today.
And so she just, just didn't want to exist anymore, really.
Made do with what she had. Navigating his way out of Jin's 6P, but like you were saying earlier, Isaiah, using that move to control that area of the screen forces him to commit to avenues of approach that Ruby will allow, that counteract very, very well in the air.
You guys got to remember also, SKD is currently on tournament point here in the reset.
And already a very, very good lead for him. He's got GA down to just, he's got a little bit of green health, but not quite a lot.
She's down to scraps.
Down to scraps.
Block string from Justin, but he put himself in the corner, unfortunately. That could be big. Oh, but the jump in.
Very good jump in there, beating Jin's 5B.
Yeah, I think the big weakness here for Justin's team is the fact that he can't really use assist in neutral. So not only does that not allow him to be able to move around the screen very much, but that also just locks him out of resonance level up.
Like we were saying earlier, the usage of resonance and how, wow, great throw. This might actually be the death of, doesn't quite bait it.
DP's the crash again, yeah, SKD. He shows that he can react.
Come on, Justin, you can do it. You just need to wake up here and find some way to beat this man.
But here comes the super. He's trying to get as much damage on this character as possible. The DHC, no, it's just too late. Oh, a throw off the Fubuki.
Disgusting throw setup. All right, Justin down to just scraps.
Oh, the overhead? Yeah, he has to. Oh, he got hand out, but the thing is that the Ice Sword was still there. And SKD
is your winner of Combo Breaker 2018 BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle Side Tournament. Did this feel like a side tournament?
Absolutely not. It felt like that. It felt like everybody knew how to play this game already, despite the fact that we are like -7 days in or something like that, So very difficult, like to understand whether or not that was like proper play, if Justin was doing the right thing or whatever.
I think that was good. That was a good match.
Yeah, it was definitely a great match.
Let's talk about the fact that Justin came all the way from freaking nowhere, right? He didn't come all the way from the last major. He didn't come all the way from losers bracket. He actually came out of the shadows to
haven't seen
overcome
him in a long time.
And he put SKD into losers. Those boys played 3 sets throughout the course of the tournament. And SKD, he was forced to endure a lot yesterday, and this I can't imagine was any better for him.
I can't imagine anything better either than the limited edition of BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, which you can pre-order on the Arc System Works store. Look at how pretty this is.
It's $99, folks, and we're just going to do a slight unboxing for you here. This thing is heavy because it is chock full of goodies.
This is the front right here. You guys can check out this art book I was talking about earlier. It is filled with a lot of different type of art, even the chibi forms of the avatars here. And then now the stands that he has as well.
How does this work?
So, okay, so.
You got to do it for me. I'm not very good at this.
You have the.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take this right here.
Ah.
And here's my boy Narakami here. Or, excuse me, Hyde.
Yeah,
sorry.
Here's my boy. Yeah.
Narakami. It's there we go. So check it out. They even have their own frames right here that they can do. And there's actually quite a few of these.
Yeah, there's a ton. There's one for each franchise.
Trying to set them all up here. I got Ragna. Don't worry about it. Is that backwards? No, I can't tell.
That's the Ruby one.
Oh, that's the Ruby one?
Where's that's the Ruby one. The BlazBlue's blue. That's why it's called BlazBlue.
Oh my god, dude. This. I've never actually heard of BlazBlue, if you guys don't know this. This is my first interaction with BlazBlue. And also my first interaction with this limited edition, so I'm sorry if I don't know how to use it.
I'm gonna get one.
Can you do this for me? I'm just not smart. Like, straight up not smart.
Here, I found it easier. Maybe sometimes they're upside down. There we go. Bingo.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was upside down.
No, it's actually just hard.
Okay, yeah, and then also on top of all of this stuff we show here the art book. You get the soundtrack, the stands here, and so when the stands are not shown here, not standing up, they fit neatly into their little. I don't know.
Yeah, if you guys want to put them inside of a display case or mount them on the wall, they can be displayed as in the acrylic format of the plates. And we have the goodie.
I gotta actually hold it because it'll fall out or whatever. Because it's not on the ground or anything, but it fits very nicely right into here if you don't want to put it on a stand.
Let's follow up with.
Here it is, the steel book right here with this original. And look at that shine. You can see it on the camera.
I'll show you guys the back.
Yeah, so the front.
It's a slightly displaced art, so it's a little bit holographic.
Yeah, the back you can see it's Ruby and Hyde, you know, Ruby and Under Night, and on the front it's Persona and BlazBlue with Ragna.
And this is a
and
steel
Poncho
case,
and
guys. It is a fortress.
And look, it's not out yet. Unfortunate. You know, I was hoping to just kind of, you know, like.
Yeah, just pocket that and get home with it. You know, I get it. I understand.
A wonderful collector's
But
edition, guys.
you can do that.
Yes, you
very
can,
soon.
because you can order online and it will arrive with free shipping if you order at Comic Breaker 2018.
That's right. So
Look forward to the release date on 6/5, guys. I know I am.
Okay, so now we got to put it back.
Yeah, we got to do this together. I guess we can leave it out while we say our goodbyes.
Yeah, well, you know, while we say our goodbyes, I can also attempt to put it back as well. It's oh, wow, this is a lot easier to put back than it was to put together.
Surprise, surprise. I had so much fun commentating with you, Isaiah. It's always a blast.
Always a pleasure to have you as my commentary partner, the core,
Partner.
Angelo.
Partner.
Oh, God.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. This was an awesome opportunity for us to showcase some of the things that we really like about the game. The competitive community has been ecstatic about its release and had a blast playing it throughout the weekend. Arxis came through in full force. I'll pack it correctly the second time.
Yeah, we can pack it correctly. Oh, I think it's going to fit anyway we pack it.
Nice.
Doesn't matter. Smart from Arxis.
Thank you for tuning in to our great little side tournament. I want to give a special shout out to Rick, FunkyP, / all the boys who worked so hard to get us this stream space. No, thank you so much. This was barely a side tournament.
We originally thought that it was just going to be, you know, just a side tournament that we're going to do in BOILC.
And then these guys rolled up and they're like, hey, we appreciate the effort that you're putting into this game, and we're going to reciprocate with some screen time. Thank you.
Stage time.
Archives will be on FunkyP. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
See you guys later.
You'd be enjoying it more if you were wearing an Astro gaming headset. You can find more information